Welcome back, everybody, to another session of Tales of Eragotta. Last we left off, our adventuring party had made it to the town of Ridge's End upon some uh, odd feelings that Gnome was getting from near the town. Gnome came across an odd-looking, disheveled dwarf who had some particular-looking gauntlets. After retrieving them in another game of chance, and the party, not sure what to do with them, ended up putting them on and finding they were a cursed pair. They were difficult to remove, and they were from a leprechaun who had come from the far lands, presumably from one of the portals, and you were managed to get them off and able to keep them intact while also coming to finish off your task at Ridge End by ridding the nearby iron mine of the wolves that had made their den inside the cave. You are currently inside the iron mine with a wolf that is very much afraid of the current situation, tucked into the back end of the cave. What would you like to do?
Befriend.
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 Our friend, the wolf.
We literally just slaughtered its entire family and all of its friends, bro.
Well,
We
now
got
it has a new
broke.
family.
Well, now
To
it's
be
gonna
fair,
have a
it
new
did.
friend.
To be fair, the
Listen,
family
it's
did
just
try to
adoption
kill
with extra
Gnome.
steps.
Adopting with extra steps.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, the other wolves did try to kill Gnome and almost succeeded. So
They tried to kill everyone, first off.
yeah,
Yeah, you're not a special
They
cookie,
almost
you know.
succeeded with Amelia. They almost succeeded with Amelia.
Oh, yeah, you're still gonna be in trouble for that, by the way.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
all of us are just unanimously just like befriend the wolf. Anyone wanna
Anyone
not
taking
do
action
that?
in that regard?
Wait, hold on. What did she do?
We didn't happen to heal, did we? Because if so, I think my character sheet restarted because I don't have.
Everyone
I was
leveled
pretty
up,
sure
so
I-
I'm just gonna let it be that everyone
Yeah,
just
I took one
went back
level
into
Okay,
into
health.
I was confused. I'm like, wait a minute, wasn't I hurt? And I just looked at my sheet and I see that everything's pristine. I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, you leveled
Yeah.
up, and I'm assuming there's not going to be much combat until you get to town and have a rest.
Wait,
So
wait,
we'll just
what?
leave it for now. I
Wait,
think
what level is
everyone
what
should be
level is
level
everybody?
3.
Okay. I thought we had leveled up again and I didn't realize, so I was just like, huh?
Straight to level 4.
Straight to level.
I think Dalen was last we left off was trying to feed the wolf something,
I
and
was gonna get some jerky or I
You ca-
assume something.
you kind of calm, sort of. It seems like the wolf is no longer like is no longer like trembling, but it's still like it's backed into a corner and it's still like showing its teeth.
Okay. How many points do I have left?
On the battle map last time, there was like a big hole in the middle of the mine. Can I like look in it?
Yeah, so while the other people are looking at the wolf, you mosey on over to the pit, and it was the mine shaft that went down, but it's either the dire wolves or whatever the tried to go down or whatever happened. You're not quite sure, but the way down is completely collapsed.
Dang.
Bye.
I'm gonna heal the dog. I'm gonna use my use my last 3 points in lay of hands, and I'm gonna heal the dog.
All right.
Yeah, how
I like how you're
curt is
calling it
You're the
you're
same
calling
exact.
it a dog, and it's literally a wolf. It's a wild animal.
Shh. It's a
Not
dog.
about to be.
Let me quickly. Oops.
It is a wild animal that tried to murder us.
It's friend.
It's friend.
How do I do this
Dalen
here?
and me for once actually agree on something. It's friend.
All right.
Am I the only one that sees something horribly wrong with this course
I
of
also
action here?
agree.
It doesn't seem to resist. How many points do you use?
I'm gonna use my last 3 points in lay of hands.
All right. You see some of the arrow wound that Amelia had left in it, kind of like close in a little bit, not all the way, but it is marginally better.
All right. Can I roll to pet the dog?
Well, we turn it.
Make an handling check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay. Disadvantage. There we go. God, that's loud.
The swords are back.
11 and a
they're
9.
bad.
10. Okay.
If it bites
As
can
you
I
try to
kill it?
go and pet the wolf, the wolf lunges and tries to bite at your hand. Make a dex saving throw.
Oh.
Bruh.
Oh, that ain't good.
Oh, 10.
10.
Oh.
Oh, 1 second. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And you just,
Bludgeoning?
I
piercing.
could
Sorry, piercing
use
damage.
an ability that I have, but I'm not sure if it'd be a good idea.
Who said we were full of good ideas anyway?
I don't
I
think
mean-
anybody in this party has ever done a successful good idea.
Obviously, I wanna. B's goal was okay. Maybe befriending the wolf. I feel like B actually wouldn't want to befriend the wolf, but she would want to calm it down to where they could kill it swiftly instead of like painfully, if they needed to. Because like I'm not sure, but do we actually want to try and befriend the wolf?
Yes.
Go for it. Why not?
I need to make sure everybody in the party is unanimously agreeing on this. Or
I'm
at
not
least
agreeing on this. I mean, like, logically, like, I kind of understand why you could, like, I don't know, like, enslave the dog or something. I'm morally opposed to that, of course, but I don't think you can befriend something after you just slaughtered its entire family. So,
It's just forced adoption. It's fine.
So, what's Amelia? Haley? Amelia? What's your vote on it?
Is Dalen sitting next to it?
He's the closest.
Yeah, I got my hand bit.
Alright, I'm gonna pull you back by the collar of your armor. Just like, what are you doing?
Petting the dog.
You're an idiot. Step back.
I'm gonna
Petting the
do it
dog
anyway.
very poorly.
B is gonna, because of this new ability I got for leveling up. She's gonna I don't know if I actually. You know what? F it. Hopefully we're not about to be attacked anyway. Using this new ability, she's gonna wild shape into a direwolf.
Oh,
Moving
Direwolf?
away.
Okay.
Yep, away from everyone else, so she's not like
Wait, what?
just doing.
All right.
Because she is a Circle of the Moon druid, she can do higher CR animals, and a direwolf falls under CR1, or at least from what I read, it should. And I've seen a direwolf, so I can transform into it because it's only animals that you've seen before that you can transform into.
So you're
Okay.
just gonna become a direwolf with 0 warning? That's
She's
hilarious.
gonna kind of move away, so she's not like in between everyone, so they don't like.
All right.
So she doesn't like go in between. I don't know, man.
Someone is going to die today, and it will not be my fault.
Not.
Okay. So you do this then? You turn into a direwolf?
Yeah, because she was next to Dalen, so she kind of goes ahead and gets. Oh God, do I actually want to do this? I don't know.
Nah, I can't take it. Don't take backsies.
No, I think I deserve to have some stupid decisions too. If this is a stupid decision, she's gonna get up from where she was next to Dalen, and she's gonna kind of move to the side of the group, and she's gonna turn into a direwolf.
All right.
Okay.
So you take a
I'm
moment.
chaotic today.
You take a moment and you kind of like just morph into this very large wolf. The wolf in front of you kind of looks very perplexed and like startled about this. What do you want to do?
Uh,
Act like a dog.
shit. Yeah, but I'm trying to think though of what my next action. Yeah, but she's gonna kind of like. Kinda, what is the? I don't know. I don't know what noises wolves make to describe. I don't know how to describe this. Okay.
Bark, I guess.
Bork, bork.
Bork, bork.
Just call me when you get to the house.
Yeah, she just kind of like
Come up here tonight.
standing, like moving to go back to where she was, kind of like probably pushing Dalen out of the way a bit. And it's like, he kind of was also in front of the entrance. It's kind of like stands in front of it, kind of just like crouching down and makes like a questioning, like kind of grumbling sound, I guess.
1 second.
Hiccup is going insane.
Yeah,
Hey,
see,
Mama.
I'm debating. So it's like, it's 50-50 now. I'm not certain
We're
about
actually mentally
two people.
scarring this poor
Yeah,
animal.
Yeah, 2 people want to kill the wolf, and two people are saying it's like more humane to kill the wolf. The other 2 are wanting to adopt. I'm not certain what I would think about. What would Celebi do?
It's not adoption. It's not adoption. At
Yeah,
all.
Celebi. Yeah, I
It's
was about
not
to say
adoption.
Celebi, not
It's
adoption.
not
Like the whole
adoption
point
if
was
you're a coward.
1 second, 1 second. Let me. I'm just doing a little bit of research. 1 second.
Quickly
don't
looking
think
up
it's-
what wolves do.
God. Oh no.
This is so stupid.
All right. So as you transform into this dire wolf, and this other wolf is in front of you, and what do you say you were doing? Sorry.
She just kind of she goes to be in front of the wolf, go in front of like moving, kind of like I guess moving Dan out of the way, and kind of just like is crouching down in front of it, like very, and kind of just does like a questioning, kind of like grumble towards it. I don't know if wild shape allows you to understand the languages of the animal though.
All right.
Make the noises of the animal, so I'm assuming you can understand it.
Yeah. So the wolf seems startled, and for everyone else, it's just like growls and howls and whimpering. Like, but for you, you actually, to a certain extent, get an idea of what the wolf is like. Uh, trying to communicate. You get a sense of the idea, like the wolf is like, I'm very scared, and there's people here killing all of us.
Mm.
honestly.
Unfortunately, oh god, I don't know what to say. Oh,
You are the
okay.
worst druid ever.
Just me in general. I don't know what to. Okay, actually, no, the asshole fit. Celebi also would not know what to say because she's technically one of the people that's been killing them. Okay, it's like, what do you say in this situation?
It's like, sorry about that, dude. We didn't mean to.
We were paid to kill your family. You belong to us now. It's that's the only logical place to go from here.
Give
Kinda
them-
There's no
like-
logic. There is no logic.
It's a
She kinda-
dog or wolf.
Celebi kind of just stays silent for a moment, and she just kind of, and then she kind of like pauses before just kind of like speaking, just being like, "You were killing and attacking the townspeople nearby."
Okay. That's your only statement.
Oh, no.
Okay.
What?
the-
What'd you say? No.
Sorry, my cat. Just trying to get my cookies.
um,
The
as-
cat has returned.
as you kind of like make the statement, like the wolves words, like the wolf's like, we were hunting, we're hungry.
Hunt deer.
What made you stop hunting the local wildlife instead of people?
Um, Let me make an intelligence check for this wolf that I can differentiate. We were hunting like we always hunt. It doesn't seem to understand the difference.
Technically, the people are local wildlife, if you really think about it. But
Yeah. It doesn't seem
Oh,
to
God.
fully understand your question.
Papa, stop that! That's a decoration. He's attacking the. I got like a dream catcher. And he's attacking the feathers. Okay,
It's
but
a feathery thing.
The cats of D&D terrorizing the players.
What else are you doing, Abby?
she kind of like sits down a bit, and she just kind of like pauses for a moment. In order to protect the townspeople, we were sent to stop you from attacking them.
Okay.
I
Use wolf terms. In order to protect the pack of the city, they sent us to stop you from hunting them. Come on.
okay. B just got this ability. Do you think she knows how to use it correctly? No.
Not.
All right. Sorry, can you repeat what you're stating to this wolf?
Fine, I'll take what you said. In order to protect what these wolves are a pack for you, the city, you could set people of the city that look like the creatures that surround you beside me are considered our pack, and we were trying to protect them from you.
Okay, 1 second. Another intelligence check from this poor wolf.
And I'm like,
Make a persuasion check on this wolf.
okay. Oh god, this is such a effed up scenario.
Wolves are
You
not very
gotta
intelligent
really-
creatures in conversation.
12.
I
No, I
would've
mean the
had
whole
to-
situation with the wolf.
It seems like it gets a sense of like okay, there's another pack that they kind of damaged, but the wolf kind of growls under. Everyone else is still hearing growls and whatnot, and you're just the wolf kind of. Well, what do you want me to do then?
Well, god, people probably hate me for you guys probably hate me for saying this. There are 3 possible. Well, there's only 2, though I'm not sure. The third option, the rest of the people here, or the rest of my pack here, would be willing to allow happen. Either, I suppose,
join or die.
either you could come with us, and we would promise not to hurt you. The second option would be you let us, as non-painfully as possible in comparison to your other pack that attacked us, allow us to end your life swiftly, or you could leave the area and never come back. And that's the third option that I'm not sure the rest of the pack here would be willing to allow.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm laying out the options as logically as possible. Come on, these are the 3 choices.
Dude, it's a wolf.
She's trying to be gentle. I'm sorry if you have no empathy.
Bro, what are you talking
why-
about,
You
bro?
don't even know how to speak, wolf. What are you talking about?
You
The
can't
luck.
use empathy here, dog. You can't.
Dog.
make a
Dog.
persuasion for a point. Like what do you want the wolf to do?
She wants the wolf to do whatever it wants to do because this is a matter because like if the wolf would prefer to stay alive with the people that murdered their prime members, it should do it. If it would prefer to, just be killed swiftly, that would be that. It's up to the wolf to decide what does the wolf
All
most
right.
want.
All right. So you convey this that the wolf has a decision in this. Um it's sort of after you kind of explain a little bit to this wolf the situation, it seems to like look to you, look a little bit to the rest of the party, and then look at the entrance of the cave, and it will proceed to try to run past everyone, and book it for the entrance of the cave. Let me see.
I laid out 3 options.
Why?
Oh,
Because
so it-
come on, you have to admit the third option was gonna probably either happen anyway.
to
So
be fair, it is running away.
So the other four of you, you hear this growling back and forth. There's a moment of silence, and all of a sudden, the smaller wolf just starts booking it for the entrance of the cave. Does anyone wish to try and stop it?
I'm
Bee
gonna
will
sit down and start
stay where
crying.
she is and just kind of look at the rest of the party, and she's like, I guess, kind of lets out.
The
I don't
party
know,
understands.
like a kind of like maybe a whimper is kind of like a way to say mercy.
Ma-
Maybe I don't know.
Make a
I'm
persuasion with
smacking
disadvantage.
Make a persuasion with disadvantage. I could do that. I'm okay with it. 13.
13.
know
Everyone
why
else
that
make
means. It's way on the
intelligence
nose.
checks. Everyone else makes intelligence checks.
Oh god.
That was
Everybody?
perception. Wait a minute, I did perception. Do you want to reroll or just like add my persuasion?
What is your
modifier?
perception is +3,
Plus
persuasion.
3.
It's
Plus 1.
11. It's 11.
Yeah, but I say it was 11. I was wondering why I said 11. That's because I did perception by accident. I'm like, why is it +3? That makes sense.
Sweet,
So,
sweet
inte-
19.
Intelligence checks?
Yeah.
Okay. Yahoo. Gnome's
While you
never
do that,
failed
I'll be
this
right back.
before. Ha!
12.
17.
I rolled 12.
17. Yahoo.
I could roll a 6.
Oh, hiccup.
All right. Dalen and Gnome, and I guess Amelia, seeing the wolf sprint and B not really stop the wolf in any regard. You kind of get a sense that B let it go.
I'm going to smack her on the nose.
I am going to simply sit there and watch.
All right. Technically, Hiccup technically went to go look at the hole in the ground, but everyone else technically has an attack of opportunity if they wish to use it.
No, I'm more mad at Celebi. I'm smacking Celebi on the nose.
Chloe does nothing.
Take a
Besides, like
back-
maybe like shake her muzzle, but like other than that, she doesn't do nothing, and she kind of just like stands tall and just like, that was my decision. I'm sticking by it.
All right. As everyone
How
just,
tall is it?
and what's Gnome doing?
I imagine that Gnome is still just
Just a few minutes.
not entirely there after his whole getting knocked unconscious, getting straight back up, and booking into the cave. So he's just kind of staring, and
All right.
he's just staring at everybody. Just
Okay,
what
so-
is
There
going
we go.
on?
As
Okay.
no one stops this wolf, it runs straight past everyone, to the entrance of the cave, does a quick glance back at B, this giant direwolf that has appeared out of nowhere, and then just runs in the opposite way of town. It is now gone from everyone's sight.
What?
The wolf is gone.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was very briefly distracted.
So you are now left by yourselves, the 5 of you, in this recently disturbed iron mine.
You let it get away.
Is she still a dog?
Yes.
Yes.
Hiccup
What is
breaking down.
wrong with you?
Who cares? It's just one.
Your point is, one can make another pack.
It's not like we left a dire wolf running around. We left a normal wolf.
It'll die off eventually.
Yes, dire wolves aren't exactly the most welcoming for new wolves into new packs, so the problem will take care of itself.
We'll see.
Unless you think the wolf's gonna come back in 20 years with a vengeance.
Yeah.
It will. We
I'm
just
just gonna-
orphaned it.
I'm gonna flick him on the forehead.
I'm just getting
It's-
abused, man.
It's gonna be dog Batman, dude. I swear to God.
B
Fuck
just
that,
kind of
man.
like doesn't do nothing, just kind of like takes the insult and just kind of goes to walk next and just kind of walks up next to Hiccup and just kind of like sits down beside him looking, and she also kind of just like looks down into the hole.
Again,
Saying the
is
direwolf
she
form because
still
she
a
doesn't want to get
dog?
yelled at in person yet.
Are
You're
you
scaring him.
are you looking for anything particular down there, or are you just looking down there?
Just looking.
All right. Make a perception check.
Wait, there's a hole?
Like,
Yeah, there's a hole in the middle. It's like it's like the middle of the mine. Like there's a cave, and then there's like a mine shaft that goes down.
Oh, okay. Gnome's also gonna look down at it. Just a look.
All right. You also make a perception check.
Perception.
Yes.
Perception. Yahoo.
Yahoo!
Did I have a... Gnome's never
12.
failed this before. 3.
You have apparently.
It looks like
Apparently, I have failed him.
a very rich iron deposit down the hole. Very
And
dark.
I'm just like,
No lighting.
hole.
Oh my. Obviously, that's not
Um,
me saying that. That's just me in general.
I think Hiccup is entirely broken at this point.
I'm just gonna walk over to him and just hold him.
I'm pulling out my knife. Chill. I'm just gonna point it at this massive dog, and through whatever the bird equivalent of tears, just kind of like force out, "You didn't tell me you were a werewolf."
Oh my god.
He's not.
The equivalent of like a laughing at a dog. Just the equivalent of laughing.
It's just a wheeze. The dog is just wheezing.
Bruh.
He's not a werewolf, Hiccup.
There's the tail is wagging furiously in the back. It's like heavy panting, a big smile from this big dire wolf.
Hiccup, that's it. She's a druid. She can change into animals.
Are we sure?
Nobody told me this.
Yes,
Nope,
I'm
why are you
sure.
also-
Yeah, I don't think any of us were informed of that.
Yeah. Once she's done laughing, she kind of like rubs against Hiccup and just kind of like, I guess. Is there anything else inside this place? Like what's all around the area? What's all in this mine shaft? Like, do a deeper look.
Okay. Who's all looking?
I will look.
All right.
Gnome will look.
Okay. The 3 of you make perception checks for inside this cave.
Ooh, Gnome's never failed this
Okay.
before.
Never failed one of these before.
14.
Ooh,
I've never felt these.
Glorious.
I can't believe that my simple, like, stupid, just talking to myself ended up becoming a thing in our
Everyone is
party.
just saying it now.
Just doing it now.
If this is still a thing by session 20, I'm going gonna kibosh it immediately.
And
Make some
Got
shirts.
What was
Okay,
your
where's my
perception be?
I'm getting there. I had to. My sheet needs to reload every time
Oh,
because I don't have my laptop, so I can't pull it up. Else I
Oh,
would.
same.
It'd be like easy, you know.
I see.
I think I actually rolled it twice. Nope, it didn't. Never mind. I'm
Okay.
good. 14.
No, all the three of you all kind of have a quick peek around this cave. It looks like it's kind of like a fairly level platform that the dwarves were using as a mess hall. There's like a table with some barrels of intact that still have some meat in it. Probably there were some food crates, but they look like they've been rummaged through by the wolves. There's a bunch of crates that's full of iron ore that's just been laying about. You would imagine you could probably bring some back with you if you wanted to the ridge end. But besides that, from your quick look around, um, there is not too much else besides just a bit of furniture that we're using as a mess hall and to eat and for the miners, and some basic storage for food and meat.
I accidentally spaced. I not spaced out. I got like a mind flash where too many things happened at once and I didn't hear a thing you said. Can you please repeat it?
Yeah. Okay. Simple terms. There's this base floor is like a dining places for the mining dwarves. Some basic storage for food and mead. And there's crates of raw iron ore just off to the side that the wolves didn't bother because it's nothing of interest to them. So you could probably bring some back to the town if you wanted to.
Okay. B kind of goes over and just kind of like paws at the boxes of raw iron. And I just like look
Could you
towards the rest of the
stop
group.
being a dog for like 5 minutes and become normal?
You could obviously it's not how typical, but with the way that she reacts to that, kind of like almost seeming like kind of like not quite laughing, but like you could tell that she has like a smirk on her face. It's like nope, with her head up, kind of like just wagging her tail a bit, like nope.
Oh, you're gonna be snooty, huh? Alright, fine. Daly, give me your journal.
Oh. Also, okay, just to make sure, there's like just straight up crates and boxes of just raw iron ore, right?
Yeah, unrefined. Just like
Can no one just grab a handful of it?
sure.
Yeah.
You
Okay. Yeah. He just grabs a handful of the
Daly,
iron
give me your
stuff in his
journal.
bag.
yeah, it's just
I
like
don't think unrefined iron ore is. I think it's just like a black rock. I don't think Hiccup is gonna understand that it, is iron. I think he's just gonna understand them as just big, ugly, gross rocks. He doesn't care.
yeah, no, you kind of like pick it up. It's just like chunks of rock that you can kind of like see like just has some just basic components of what would make up after smelted some into iron ore or iron ingots or wherever else people the dwarves and ridge edge might use it for. But right now it's in its unrefined state.
Is Dalen speaking?
Galen?
Yeah, are
Yeah.
you speaking?
There you are.
Daily.
I'm chilling. I was letting y'all go on for a second.
Give me your journal.
Why?
I'm gonna smack Celebi in the face with it. Give me it.
No. I'm not giving you my journal. Just use a rock.
A journal is less than a rock. Give me the journal.
Exactly. If you want to hurt her more, use a rock.
I don't want to hurt her more. I just want to smack her in the nose with a book.
I'm not giving you my journal.
And what is B
Well,
doing
I
during
mean-
this argument?
Can Venus attempt to kind of like knock her down and sit on her?
Okay, but
I absolutely approve.
paper beats rock, so the journal would
Alright.
do more damage than a rock would.
I'm sorry. Yeah, B make a strength check and Amelia make a dexterity.
Man, this session is
Since
gonna
I'm
go
not looking
great.
at her.
I'll make it with disadvantage because you're kind of conversing with Dalen.
No, no.
Oh,
This
it doesn't matter. No, 16.
This session is going great.
Yes, yes,
It
it
is.
is.
We might make it back to Rage's End this session.
Okay.
We might.
13.
Oh my goodness. All right. You B
Jesus.
being kind of new to this large wolfish form doesn't really know how to be quiet and kind of lugging around. You hear her coming and you kind of just like as she kind of like pounces towards you, you kind of like jet out of the way real quick and you're now faced with a wolf that's like looking at you.
You know what? Fine. I'm grabbing my little book out of my bag and I'm just smacking her on the nose. Bad. No.
Can B try and dodge the bullet?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
12, I think. Yeah, I have a plus 2.
13?
No, 13. What am I- 13.
yeah.
Never mind. Don't listen to my 12.
Roll an unarmed strike, Amelia.
It's probably gonna hit, but it'd still be funny anyway.
Please hit. She has the armor class of a wolf. Oh.
You get smacked across the maw by this book from Amelia. And your nose seems to be extra sensitive, so it kind of hurts a little bit.
Bad.
She just kind of like blows into her face.
Did you just sneeze on me?
And B goes ahead and goes back to the iron. It's kind of like goes around the other side of it and like once again like paws at the boxes.
You are so gross.
There's a little bit of.
He's gonna walk over to a gnome, but as he passes by Amelia, he's just gonna look at her and just pat her on the shoulder a bit, and just say, "Better luck next time." Just goes over to
Bite
gnome.
me. Bite
Gnome
me.
kind of. Oh jeez. Gnome's currently inspecting the raw iron he currently has in both of his hands, weighing like both of them with his hands, trying to see which one's heavier. He's just like, yes, which one is the quality rock?
The gremlin is back at it again.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, I suppose. Are you seriously
grab
going
it.
to bring are you seriously going to bring raw steel with us? Or raw iron?
Yeah, what about it? We could use it later, maybe. I don't know.
Dalen, make an intelligence check.
Oh, goody.
What's the magic word? Words.
Dalen's never failed an intelligence check
I'll mute real
before.
quick.
That was almost an investigation check, my bad.
Sucker.
I was looking for,
feel
why
like-
was I looking for it on the skill tree? Also, L.
Yeah,
I've
you do not
I've
recall
lost
anything.
it.
You are.
I've lost too much blood.
Between the fighting and the shenanigans going on between this big fluffy direwolf, you are not recalling anything to mind.
Alright, let's just get back to town, take this stuff back, do whatever, and let's get the hell out of here.
Garrett, can I ride B?
Oh god.
Does
Hey,
B
yo.
allow you?
Is B here?
They're
I
muted.
think he had a mute, yeah. He's like, hey, I gotta mute real quick.
Unfortunate.
Give me a second as well.
Uh-oh.
Dylan, can
Well,
I just like to say that you're an idiot?
Hmm?
Why
Like,
did
I
you
missed
think
what you thought.
befriending a feral animal was a good idea?
You're just mad I was about to get a wolf.
You are not about to get that animal!
You're just mad.
All right, I'm back.
I will admit that probably some serious Stockholm syndrome. It's like in the end we took the wolf and it started to befriend us. We killed all of its pack.
Oh my god.
You know,
That'd
at
be
this
so
point,
much.
I'm pretty sure Amelia is just against the party having animals, you know, as pets.
You wanted a baby owl bear. I can
To
name
be fair-
50 different ways that could go wrong.
You know
to be
what?
fair,
I still-
everyone in the party agreed that you should not have an owl bear.
Also, I still have.
Shut
I don't know what you're talking about. I still have my frog.
Yeah, Lucius is okay. Prove it, Lucius.
All right. What
Y'all
is
Against
B
me.
allowing this or no?
Let me
What
ride
happened?
Let me ride you.
I was gonna have B try and like put one of the boxes on her back and see if like maybe that could work to like help carry them, since like the boxes they're full of
You
iron.
need a
and since she's a
strap,
big,
dum.
I'll
Um,
hold it.
Don't just bounce.
but no,
I'll hold it.
she'll let Dalen go. She'll let Dalen go on her back.
all
She'll
right.
even crouch down, make it easier on him.
Let's go.
When are you two getting along?
It's a wolf.
Since we both bonded over the wolf, man. That's what.
We also bully you, so.
Wait, are you actually taking a crate of iron with you?
Yeah, I'll take a crate with me. Why not?
Okay.
Gnome's gonna just straight up try to carry one of the crates, but like one of the smaller ones, because he knows his size. It's like,
All right. Both of you make a strength check, and yeah, make a strength check. Try with that.
Yahoo!
Why are we?
18.
Yeah, you find a fairly like size proportionate box for yourself, and it's not too bad. It's only like maybe like 30 pounds. It's pretty easy to carry for a fairly long distance, so you're fine with that. Dalen, you find like a fairly big one. You think you can lift it?
Oh yeah.
You're like kind of like almost like fall backwards. A few pieces fall out, but you kind of catch yourself. You're still holding this thing slightly precariously.
Let's go.
You look stupid.
Man.
Why are
Don't
we
just
taking?
that.
Why are we taking these boxes?
There's iron in them, and if we take it back to town, they can start making iron stuff again.
And they can make stuff for us potentially.
I want to
Like,
eat
you
the
need
iron.
more stuff. You're clanky enough as is.
I could become clankier.
No!
He kind of looks for
Hold
you
on,
to pick up and kind of like.
I'm gonna smack Dalen on the nose with a book.
While he's holding the crate.
You know what? Can I roll to just headbutt her?
Oh,
Well, that is an action.
Both of you make unarmed strikes.
I love
I
everybody
both
just
make dodge actions.
ignored.
A 14.
Like,
Uh-oh.
Gnome straight up just said he wanted to eat the iron, and everybody ignored it. And I
You
find
want
that
to eat
hilarious.
iron?
Eat
To be
it,
fair,
bro.
they were ignoring
Eat
what
it.
I was trying to say too, so it's like we both got ignored.
Just, just like,
Nice,
man.
nice 6 you got there.
Yeah, as your book comes around to like give now Dalen a slap, he kind of just like leans into it. You're a little unexpected and kind of goes through your hand and just kind of just bumps off his shoulder and like headbutts your. Where do you want to headbutt?
I'll just headbutt her lightly on the forehead. I'm not gonna like break her nose or anything.
Just like a dunk on the head.
Dunk. My hands are full. I can't.
Amelia has a slight headache.
2 little hands.
It's kind of sore. No, are you actually gonna try eating the iron?
Please do.
Yes.
Make
He's
a
gonna do
constitution
his-
check.
He's doing his usual thing of like slowly
Make a
lifting his mask,
constitution check,
shoving.
Romo. It tears up your insides.
Well,
Meanwhile,
Constitution
break
is what
all
you
of
said.
your-
Yeah, constitution saving throw.
Bro, my man's
Saving
taking
throw.
iron deficiency to a new level.
All right. Saving throw, correct?
Yep.
Oh, 7.
7.
I was so close to getting a 16 on that.
As you try to munch and bite on this piece of iron, you kind of like chip a tooth. And
Ah,
do you want to actually continue eating it, or do you want to just leave it there?
looking at his intelligence, man, and 10 don't seem great.
bro.
prognosis is looking grim.
Gnome, are you
Is-
eating that?
Don't
He's
stop.
gonna
Let's
stop.
see if you can do it.
How close is Gnome to B?
You're all kind of within like 10 feet of each other. All the crates are near each other.
Smack him.
Can he?
Gnome.
Can
Gnome's
B
gonna-
either like, depending on where Gnome is situated, can B either like try and like use one of her paws to smack Gnome, or use her tail to smack Gnome? Depending on which is closer.
Giant wolf, right?
Gnome shall continue munching. He's a stubborn dog.
Just
Dog?
let him do his thing.
Gnome.
You go for another bite. Make another Constitution check, and be as gnome goes, just like keep munching on this piece of rock. You like use your big fluffy tail and kind of just like poof into gnome's. Your tail pretty much covers gnome's entire body and just like poof.
Okay. Check or saving throw?
Another saving throw.
Yahoo! Oh, 15. Better
You
this
don't
time.
manage to chip a tooth, and you swallow a chunk.
Oh.
Oh my god.
After
you got
which,
the
a big
iron
floof
deficiency.
comes into your face, and you get the idea people are not particularly enthused about you just eating rock.
He kind of like chokes for a moment on the dog hair. He's like, what the dude? Come on, don't do that. That's rude.
I'm gonna
And he like
grab
pushes the
him
tail
by the
away from him.
scruff of the neck.
What was that, Amelia?
Dog hair is where you draw the line. What?
What was Amelia doing?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm grabbing Gnome by the scruff of the neck.
Okay.
Spit that out right now.
He shakes his head. He's like,
No,
nope.
do not make me shove my hand down your throat.
Amelia,
Right
Amelia,
No,
realistically.
you shut up. You
No,
shut up.
no, realistically.
No,
this
you
solves-
too. You
this
shut up.
solves- This solves the gnome problem. So I don't know why you're stopping it. This is just natural selection.
Well,
Oh
Amelia
my
and
god.
Dalen are flirting. B is
What?
gonna like
Don't-
kind of growl at Gnome to kind of get like it's like kind of an emphasis like it's kind of like also saying stop chewing.
Go for it, gnome. You can do it. I believe in you.
Make persuasion checks with advantage. One of you.
Also, B, I'm pretty sure when you hit me with your tail, I think I swallowed it.
There is
So-
most
Get
definitely a
this
chunk
done
now
with
in your
it,
stomach.
bro.
All right,
Persuasion.
Yes.
I hate the fact that you're using it against me because you're very specifically said that you swallowed it before the tail hit you, but you're
14.
gonna turn it against me. I hate you.
Gnome's cunning like that. He's a little sneaker. Sneaker?
Well, am I supposed to roll with advantage or disadvantage?
Yeah. You. Okay, so 14. Both of you roll. No, make wisdom check.
Oh,
this isn't a
jeez.
fail.
With an 8? Oh boy. Okay.
Wait, so
Smart
I was
boy.
supposed to roll with advantage? I'm asking because if not, then I go with regular.
What? That is bull.
You are
What
convinced they are trying to take away your delicious snack.
No, yes I am. Gnome,
Yes.
spit it out, or I will shove my hand down your throat.
No, Gnome is convinced he has found something delicious, and everyone wants to get it away from him.
Okay. Gnome still being held by the scruff of the neck. He's going to attempt to like get
No.
No! In the middle of the sentence. Oh, there he is.
He wagged so hard he died.
He choked on a piece of iron and just died. Welcome back.
he's gonna
Honestly,
try to get free of Amelia, like struggling. Like, hey, let me go. Let me go.
No, spit it out. I'm not kidding. I will shove my hand down your throat.
Make a dexterity check to see if you get away out of Amelia's grasp. Actually, yeah, and also Amelia, make a strength check to see if you continue
Uh-huh.
holding on.
Oh, that was so close to a nat 1.
Oh my goodness.
21. So close.
Can you...
I'm never gonna make this.
It's looking rough. 13.
I have a 0. I have a 0 in strength.
You try to hold on to the best of your ability, but Gnome's like wriggling like crazy and kind of just like slips out of your grasp and just like gets on the ground and Gnome starts like scuttering off.
I gotta animate that, dude.
yo,
I'm just
No.
tackling him and I'm shoving my hand through the mask.
Okay.
bro.
Through?
Not through the mask, like underneath the mask. I'm literally gonna. I told you I'm gonna pry your jaw open and get that out of your mouth.
B, while this is happening, B is kind of like, you know, she's a dog. She can't, and she wants to be able to like still be able to carry Dalen and this iron. She kind of like her tail just kind of droops, and so there were ears, and it's kind of like the closest to a deadpan look a wolf can give. She has on her face as she kind of like turns to Hiccup, kind of like tilting her head a bit, kind of like as a question, as she kind of like taps her tails and like kind of like tilts her head back towards her back, like questioning, "Do you want to get on my back?" Too.
Hiccup is just done. He's just gonna leave. He's just walking out of there. He's probably
So-
grumbling to himself, like werewolves and magic jerky and holes in the ground and Jesus from the Bible. Like
So while Amelia is trying to shove her hand down Gnome's throat, he does not take this very lightly, especially with the intrusion of his privacy, and
You
attempts to
trying to
bite.
see me put iron in your mouth.
He's going to bite down as hard as he can on Amelia's hand.
All right.
Oh,
How would I do? 1 second.
that'd be an arm
like, how do
strike,
I do this?
technically.
Yeah. 1 second.
You bite me, I'm gonna strangle you.
Things
Listen,
are
it's in
escalating.
self-defense. He did not realize it would actually happen, okay?
Okay. Yeah. Make an unarmed strike with advantage because her hand is literally in your mouth.
Okay, there's first one.
Mm.
Ooh, there we go. 22.
Oh,
Does that hit?
It does.
Bruh.
It most definitely does.
22 hit?
Amelia, you take. Wait, how much do you do damage wise?
Because it's like
2 damage.
he's biting down.
Yeah. So, you take like as you like try to like retrieve this piece of iron that has been long swallowed. you all of a sudden start feeling pressure in your hand, and then a full on like teeth are starting to like sink in a little bit, and you take 2 points of piercing damage as Gnome bites furiously onto your hand and arm.
Oh my god, let me go, you. Ow! Did you just
no.
bite me?
He's growling underneath and just like, remove your hand.
Just let him do what he wants.
God.
Baba.
Just let him do what he wants.
Ah.
He's biting me!
Okay.
Yeah, Baba's fighting me too.
Okay, let the gnome eat. Let the gnome eat. Let the gnome eat what he wants. If he wants to eat pure metal, let him eat pure metal.
So why are your teeth so sharp?
Okay.
Oh, why is your hand so delicious?
Hey, yo.
Tasty.
Ew!
B
Demon.
gets up and she kind of just goes and she kind of like just places a paw and like walks up to where Amelia and Gnome are, kind of pushes Amelia off and like just places a paw right down onto top of Gnome's chest, just to kind of like keep him there.
Are you Gnome? You see this big direwolf coming towards you. What do you want to do?
He's gonna let go of Amelia and try to scuttle way back to his box of raw iron.
All
I'm
right.
not gonna lie, I feel like once you let go, Amelia's gonna like, with quick pace, fling her hand back up. Would that knock your mask off?
Ooh.
Oh no.
Okay. Urit, for character development, I think we're gonna still keep that
Yeah.
one thing, the
Yeah.
rolling a certain
Yeah.
number.
Yeah. As you kind of take your hand back, the mask is kind of still pretty stationary on it. It kind of jostles it a little bit, but it stays firmly in place. Are you attempting to still pursue Gnome and her delicious iron? And his delicious iron?
I'm taking the box from you though. You're grounded.
Bruh.
And B is still gonna try and attempt to like.
our party members.
B is still
Watch me,
gonna
I
try and
just
attempt
did.
to like keep Gnome down
Okay.
using the paw.
Make no, make an athletics check and be a strength check.
Athletics.
Like, it's not that I haven't been rolling bad. It's just that everyone else has been rolling so good. I've been rolling like For the most part, just kind of
14.
I got a 14. Haha. Almost a 2.
Strength check, right?
Yeah,
8.
8.
Who's
You
who's
use
digging through their kitchen?
Yeah.
B, you're still not quite used to this whole being an animal thing. You kind of like try to, and you're kind of like a big wolf, so you're a little like lumbersome or cumbersome than you would like to be. And Gnome's pretty small, so you tried to like, without hurting Gnome, try to like pin him to the ground, but he just like slips out of the way and just keeps running away with his box.
One of the ladies that works with me thinks that her grandson's.
Dalen, you're still holding the box around. Are you wanting to like get on top of B
Yes,
now?
I will get on top of B.
All right.
So
So, make an acrobatics check.
Oh, of course you pick one of the skills I have a -1
B.
in.
I was about to say, I don't know if you had heard me earlier, but B was kind
Oh,
of
a
like
3!
never mind. It's not gonna help at all. I was gonna say B would kind of be willing to kind of like crouch it down, so like it'd be easier for Dylan to get on, but never
Yeah.
mind.
If you're going to be crouching down, you can roll it with advantage because it's not.
Oh, okay.
Our wolves are not immense, so.
Wait, I didn't mean to do that. Well, 9.
Okay, 9. You know, like you lose a few more pieces out of this crate, but like you kind of like jostle yourself up there. One kind of piece kind of falls into the fur of bees somewhere in there. You're not sure where it went, and you're now kind of like sitting on top of the back of B.
If one bee transforms back, a piece of iron doesn't fall to the floor. I'm quitting.
they actually have a better produce section.
All right. What's everyone else now doing?
They have different buyers.
Well, B's
Hiccup has left the cave already, so you're now
I'm
just.
halfway
Yeah.
to town, bro.
B's done with dealing with Gnome. She's given up. She's starting to walk back to town, and Dalen's being forced to go with her.
All right.
I'm just gonna follow him.
All right.
Gnome is gonna attempt his best to like quickly climb up on
B as
Bee's
well?
back. Yeah, up like through her tail, just like wait, hold on.
All right. Make an acrobatics check.
B would actually not be sitting down. She gets up because she's not gonna make it easy for Gnome.
Okay. It does. Don't think it'll matter. It's a natural 2. So, you kind of like grab a few, try to grab the tail, but B's like swashing it back and forth, not letting you get a good grip. You kind of get a few strands of hairs. You're just holding some white fluff in your hand, but you seems like your ride is getting away from you, and as B trots along.
Gnome is very stubborn. He's try again.
Well, as B passes by Amelia, she's gonna kind of like bump her head against Amelia, kind of just like once again giving her the same look she gave her when she had first done the iron, where it's just like she looks proud of herself, like she's smirking at you in wolf form.
I
You know
don't like
what?
you right now. You're mean.
While B passes Amelia, it was gonna just simply wave to her from on top B's back. And he's just gonna give her a slight wink as they walk out of the cave.
Can I
Meanwhile,
just pick a
no.
small pebble and throw it at the back of his head?
Why am I always getting abused?
For the
You're
sake of
mean.
it, for the sake of this, like saving a bit of time, so we actually can get to other places beside this iron mine.
So we can get back to the town.
Gnome, you try to catch up, but the bee is a pretty fast creature, so Bee's kind of gotten a head start on you, and the stone that Amelia throws towards Dalen kind of just whizzes past his head. He gets the message, but it doesn't actually hit anything. So you've now all headed out of the iron cave and have now slowly gone towards town again.
Can we take proof that we killed the wolves first before we go? Should we take proof that we killed the wolves before we go?
Oh, yeah, let me off.
No.
We
no,
can...
you know what? You stay on there. You stay on there. Amelia's gonna walk over to the direwolf and just yank a tooth out of its head.
Yeah, I was about to say that that
but
Philippi
okay.
would just like pick up a whole entire like one of the tiny wolves by in her mouth and carry it.
the carcass.
Just the carcass
Like
with
a
her.
cat.
Yeah, like a cat.
All right. You managed to get a tooth out of the dire wolf without much. It's a little bit of a tug, but you kind of like jostle it around a little bit and just yank it out. So you have proof that you have killed at least one dire wolf. You keep heading towards town. Um, Not much has happened at this point of the day. It's actually pretty late. It's probably getting towards like 6, little after. It's about an hour or so towards town. So, about 5 or 10 minutes outside of town. Still, you kind of see the town. It's getting pretty close, but your spell runs out, and you
Yep.
transform back into your regular self.
Yep. And I imagine that that one piece of iron that got stuck in her fur just falls to the floor.
It actually is stuck in your chainmail to your side.
Oh, she kind of just like,
It's like on inside of your armor.
yeah, she just kind of like attempts to like kind of like just pauses and just kind of like goes ahead and like reaches into her armor and just kind of grabs it out and just kind of like tosses it in the air as she continues walking forward.
All right,
Don't toss it in the air.
it's precious
No.
metal.
Okay,
Oh,
guess
well.
what? B doesn't care.
And Gnome's going after that.
Kleptomaniac, I want it. All right,
But he wants to eat the iron, dude.
you still have a box of iron with you. Have you eaten the whole thing?
Amelia took it away, remember?
Oh.
I think you still had it.
Yeah,
Ew.
Amelia never got the
Oh.
chance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Never mind. He's still got his box. He's happy.
All right. It's pretty late in the afternoon at this point. You're right back to town. Some of the lanterns are kind of being lit for the evening. What we'd like to do once you're back in town.
Get views.
I want to go to the general store and
Get it in tight enough.
check out the deal on the
All
jerky
this
crockpot.
shortage of
Galen is
stuff.
going to, I guess, essentially go with B to turn in the, actually, no, he can't. Oh, yeah, go turn in the reward.
Yeah, B kind of like goes towards you actually read my mind. B does just kind of like go towards the direction of where the quest of where at least we could turn the iron, because I think we actually get the money for like the quest at the main town. I
Yeah,
don't
we
think
gotta
we
go
get
back
it
to the
here.
main town, but I think we can get reward for the iron.
Yeah, but she's going towards where the iron stuff is.
Before you
Okay.
guys fully take off, Amelia's gonna tap Dalen on the shoulder.
Hmm?
That sounds almost
Do you
like
have a gold
outage.
piece?
1 second.
Didn't know it was
Why?
B'll save you the trouble, and B just kind of like goes into her pocket and she takes out a gold piece.
No, I have a gold piece.
tired.
Yeah, what do you need it
I
for?
look like this is because
I'm gonna renew our room at the inn. That way we can stay the night.
Oh, right, you're gonna need 2 then.
I didn't have any water.
Do we
I don't.
necessarily
It
need
wasn't
to?
that expensive. You guys gave an extra bit of. I think you gave like 2 gold pieces or a gold piece previously.
Yeah.
For the trouble you caused, so it wasn't actually that expensive.
Alright,
I mean,
so
I don't have silver, and I'm sure he doesn't have silver after what happened.
I actually do. I have 5 silver. Or 2
How
silver.
much was it per room?
I think it was 10.
10 silver per room. Did I have it that high? I think it was.
I think it was 5 per room because it was
5
like
per
10
room?
It
total.
might have been 5.
Oh, 10 total.
but I
All right.
can-
Yeah. Okay. That's right.
Just give me a gold piece.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just give her a gold piece.
I'll see you guys back at the tavern or the inn, whatever. I don't know.
There you
You
go,
got
1 gold piece.
I am rich. I am 1 gold piece richer for the time being.
All right. So Amelia heads back to the tavern. The other 4 of you go back to the general store. The door's still open.
Yeah.
And you walk in. 1 second. Need to remember his name.
Yeah, just remember his name.
Yeah.
Casually forget.
Largith
Been
is
many weeks.
still behind his desk, kind of relaxing a little bit. Has a little bit of a lantern light and just kind of has a mug of mead, enjoying the evening.
B kind of like stops tossing up the iron that she had in her hand, and she kind of walks up to the counter and just like places it down. We got the wolves, and we've brought back some iron for you.
Yep.
Um, no, there's a bit of background noise happening in your mic.
Oh, there. Oh, jeez. I must apologize. I'm kind of in the living room
Okay,
with parents.
okay,
I have no other place to go.
okay, that's fine.
So,
Okay. As I thought it might be the TV or something, but all good.
no, I have no other place to go.
Okay, all good.
Oh,
So as you bring in this iron, Largith looks up from his some paperwork he's looking over in his pint of mead. And looks at you, is like, "Oh, you're back already. That was fast." Uh, and I see you've brought iron, so you've obviously been in the cave. Oh, that's such good news. Oh, well, how much did you bring?
We only brought 2 crates. The other, we obviously there was a bit of a we had a bit of a problem at the cave, so we were only able to bring back 2 boxes as a result of shenanigans. But we have 2 thus far, though. How many boxes were total at the mine you're at?
There's probably like 8 or 10.
So there's about 6 or 8 back at the mine still. But we brought 2 out.
Yep.
Largith is like, oh, thank you so much. Well, if you bring that, it's not a lot to start off with, at least, but we can fire up the forge and start getting something going. If you bring that over to the blacksmith, they'll can start using it up right away. If no one's there this evening, go by early in the morning, and he gives you he quickly writes down a piece of note, a note on a piece of paper, and quickly hands it to you. He's like, here, give this to Asden at the blacksmith, and he will compensate you for your helping us in the situation.
Of course. And if need be, we do have a wagon. If
You cut out there? B?
Give her
Did
a
you-
second.
did I get cut out?
Yeah, you got cut out.
Yep.
Can you repeat that?
Okay. She says, we do have a wagon, so if need be, we could also go back to the mines and possibly take the wagon up to go and get some more of the boxes to bring them back later if you want us to before we leave.
Oh, that's weak. If the wolves are all cleared out, as you say, we have no problems getting our workers back in there and getting it all sorted done tomorrow. So you have done plenty enough to help us out in the situation. Anyone
I love how
else?
the one person who brought I love how the one person who brought proof that we killed the wolves is the one person who didn't come with us.
Well, you have iron
Well,
with you, so he's
you carried
assuming
the
you've
wolf
made it into the
person.
cave.
Okay.
You said you were
what, that
doing
is fair.
Tooth is mine.
Yeah.
That is fair. Did we I just want to go we didn't think about
And
getting stuff off the wolves.
a bunch of you do have blood on you. Like you have been you
Jesus.
have fought. Like you're not coming back crystal clean. Like it's obvious. Just like looking at the 4 of you coming in, like you have obviously gone through something. So, anyone else doing anything?
I wanna check out the crockpot deal.
You mosey. The crockpot's still there. Do you ask Largith anything about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, hey man, long day. I'm feeling jerky. I was told after the dogs were cleared out, I'd get a sweet deal on this magical crock pot of infinite jerky.
Well,
What do you think? No?
Largith gives a little quick sigh. And he looks at you. And he's like, You know what? You guys have made my day. He gets up from his desk. Mozzie goes on over to the crock pot, kind of like gets any dust off of it, brings over and um to Hiccup and just hands it to you. He says, "You can keep that for now, and if for now, if we ever need any of your assistance again, perhaps you can lend me a favor in the future. But for now, you can keep that."
I would die for you.
For the first time, because like I know I've laughed a lot. For the first time, B actually laughs, and she kind of like walks up to Hiccup and kind of rubs his head, and she just kind of goes, "I'm sorry if I scared you earlier by turning into the wolf."
You're fine. I mean, like, a little bit of warning would have probably helped. I mean, I don't know.
To be fair, I just learned that I could do that, so I
Yeah,
didn't
so did
know.
I. So did everyone. That was insane.
Yuri,
Well,
quick question.
Yes.
I believe we said this before, but we did leave our bags in our rooms, right?
Yeah. So you've given the crates. Oh wait, Gnome, are you handing off your crates to Largith?
No,
No.
Give
absolutely
it,
not.
give it to him.
No.
Amelia
It's
isn't
not a
there to
Uh,
say anything about it.
I know, but it's not a snack.
I thought we were giving them to the blacksmith guy.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He told you to. So yeah, Largith hasn't. He's not. Yeah, you're holding on to it for now, so that's fine. Amelia, you head off to the inn. Oh, and you walk in. There doesn't seem to be anyone there right now. What do you want to quickly do?
Stupid thing. I'm gonna snoop through Dalen's bag and look for his prayer book and his amulet.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Um,
Oh.
Dalen, do you have that stuff on you, or would that be in your book?
I would have that stuff on me as I need my holy symbol to cast.
Oh shoot.
Haha.
Okay. And I'm guessing your book is also with you.
Yeah, yeah, we'll say he keeps his symbol in his prayer book. So yeah, we'll say it.
Yeah. Okay. So you have a quick
Oh,
rummage through.
God.
You don't find those specific things. You would imagine him being a paladin. Those sort of things would be kind of a necessity to have with him. So they're probably on his person.
I'm gonna have to steal it while he's sleeping then.
All right. Anything else you're doing while you're seeming to be alone in this inn?
Well, for one, I'm gonna wash the blood off my clothes again, and then hopefully bandage up the bite marks I have, especially the one on my wrist. Gnome.
All right. So you quickly kind of like tie yourself up.
What kind of diseases Gnome has?
The rest of you, do you go
Yeah.
over to the blacksmith right away, or what are you planning on doing?
No,
Um,
B just takes the paper and she starts walking towards where the blacksmith is.
I didn't catch that last bit. What do you say?
She just takes the paper that Lars gave and she starts walking towards where the blacksmith is.
All right. Everyone else is following.
Owen will follow.
Gnome's
I'm going
following
to the
with his
inn.
Gnome's following with
Okay.
his crate of iron. He's like,
His lovely
"Doo-doo-doo-doo."
snacks.
Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go to the end.
Okay, so one person is going to the blacksmith, and the other three are going to the inn.
So what? Why is the only person going to the inn the only one that? If so, then B's gonna attempt to take the iron from Dalen if Dalen's going back to the inn. Since there's no point of her going to the blacksmith if she's not having the iron.
Fine. He just kind of like helps her carry the box. He kind of helps her like hold the box before he goes to walk back to the inn.
You do have to realize that like you're just like, I'm gonna go to the inn, says the person that has the iron in the crate.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll go to the blacksmith.
No, you can go to the inn. You can go to the inn. I'm not judging you. Not judging you.
And Gnome, you're still going back to the inn with your box of iron.
Uh, Yeah, Gnome's going back to in with his box of iron.
All right. So so you and Hiccup, Gnome and Hiccup, start heading towards back to the inn, and B and Dylan, you head towards the blacksmith. There's still a bit of smoke coming out of the smithy. It seems like they're still trying to either do some repair work, whatever else, just ending some work for the day. Asden is Dalen, you would remember him. He's still there at the blacksmith's late in this evening. What would you like to do?
B goes ahead and walks up to the blacksmith with the paper, and she's like,
She's gonna follow her carrying the iron, just like or just recognizing the guy. Hello.
"We've brought you back some iron from the wolves."
You're at the Wolf Den.
Yep.
Of course.
Oh well. I'm assuming, seeing you're standing here in front of me, it went well.
Yes, I have this paper for you. And she goes ahead and hands it over.
All right. He takes the little thing, kind of revels it out, and quickly has a read over. Looks at both of you real quick. Looks like Largith has become generous again. And he's like looks to Dalen. Well, and he reaches out to like take the box of iron from you.
Oh, he helps hand him the box of iron.
Thank you very much. Well, we can at least start to do some stuff with this. And he kind of puts it off to the ground, and without saying anything else, he kind of walks behind one of the walls in the shelves, and he brings out a shield, a pair of daggers, and a spear. And he says, "Well, you seem to have gotten some favor with our lovely foreman Largith. You may choose one of the three, and the other two would be half price."
Oh wait, so we both have to pick one.
You get to pick, like, out of the three, only
so
one of
one
you can
between
pick one
two
for
of us.
free, and the other two would be half price.
Okay.
Selby is eyeing the spear.
I'm eyeing the shield.
All right. He says, "Well,
Okay.
converse amongst yourselves. I'll give you all the time you need."
Rock, paper, scissors?
Wouldn't it in D&D be called Shears Parchment Boulder?
Shears Parchment Boulder.
B.
Or wait, hold on, no.
Shears Parchment Boulder, winner gets to pick the free item.
No, wait, Boulder, Parchment, Shears.
There we go.
You're saying you're making it so in this equation that only we get the chance to choose one of the free items.
I mean, the others went back to the inn.
Right now, you're the only ones aware of this.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I know, but she's
option.
She's kind of like trying to make like a, I don't know how to describe, like a snarky or like a jokey comment, like, "Oh, you're not gonna think of the rest of the group."
I mean, Gnome already has like what, 2-3 items?
You're still holding on to the gauntlets.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We still have the gauntlet.
Don't each of you have like a singular gauntlet?
Yeah, I have one, and then B has the other one.
B just kind of like shakes her head with a smile, and she goes, "Yes, we can." Sheer. I don't know what you guys said.
Boulder, parchment, shears.
Boulder, parchment, shears. For it. And she kind of just like rolls her eyes, but it's the fondest you've seen her in like relation to you, and like the most friendly you've ever seen her towards you, Dalen.
All right, so what do we do? Do we just roll and whoever's higher wins?
I don't know.
You could just Play rock paper scissors.
Type in chat. Type in chat. Type in chat. Go to the.
Alright,
We gotta go to the chat. We gotta type what we want.
All right, we'll
At
do
the
it in
same
the
time.
chat. All right, ready?
Hiccup, do the countdown for them.
Okay. Type what? No.
Uh,
Type what you're gonna choose first.
Okay.
Andrew, Dalen.
Got it.
Alright,
I
we
don't know how to
ready?
spell shears. F. I
All
don't know how to
right.
spell shears.
SHEARS.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks for
we have to
going,
write
Stevie
down the
Gonzalez. Thanks for going, The Flash.
There we go.
All right. Hiccup, do the
Can
countdown.
you please repeat that?
Oh,
3,
SHEARS.
1. Do it. Go. Play the game.
What?
Go. I was doing the countdown.
was not
You
was
know,
were they not ready?
Well,
can't
I don't
spell
know if you're
shears.
ready. I got it. I'm ready, but is Dalen, Andrew, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Count us down, Hiccup.
Bruh. I always gotta do this. 3, 2, 1.
I tried to trick you by like saying shears. Like I don't know how to spell shears.
Well,
You made
go
that for
again.
no reason.
You're now like doing this game in front of this Asden as he's kind of just like, "Ugh, it shouldn't be that difficult of a decision. All right. Go again. Let me know when you're ready.
All right.
Ah, my trick failed. I should have chose rock.
You're mean. You made me spell that for no reason.
All
I
right.
am. Okay.
Are we going again?
Yep. Well, you both got parchment, so.
I ain't counting y'all down this time.
I'll do it.
All right.
Let me know when you both are ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2,
I'm
1,
ready.
go.
Go.
Nope, Dylan wins.
I love that. So good. All right. So you go get the same time, and then the second time around, Dalen gets the best of you be. So what would you like to take from these three?
Okay. You said there were 2 daggers,
A pair of
spear,
daggers,
and a pair of daggers.
a spear, and a shield.
Okay. What does the spear do? What's special about the spear?
Go stab.
You ask this to Aston. He's like, well, we do specialize in making enchanted weapons to a certain degree. We don't make the most prolific things, but these things will give you an advantage on any foe that might be weaker than you.
And what about the shield?
The shield is pretty it'll give you a bit more bang for your buck compared to your regular standard shields, though you need to maintain its you need to maintain its shape, otherwise you might get it off balance, but it'll protect you more than a regular shield would.
I'm gonna take the shield.
All right.
In doing so, I'm also gonna like just place my shield on the table. My old shield, just be like, you can have this.
You don't want to change it in for anything?
I mean, however much it's worth.
He looks at it, he's like, I'll give you 8 gold for it if you want it.
8 gold works. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. And Largith, being big-hearted as he is, the other 2 are half price until you guys leave town, so if you wish to come back for something, feel free. Just let me know.
How much would
How
the
much
spear
the
be?
daggers for
Half
Hiccup?
price.
The spear would
What's
be
the-
150 gold.
Dang. That's half price? Jesus.
Garrett, what's the shield that I'd be taking called?
Dwarven shield, Dwarven Legion shield.
Cool.
Oh, Dwarven Legion shield. That sounds cool as hell.
It's maybe it's one of the first items I thought of, so it's a little basic, but it like, yeah.
I'm just thinking about the dwarven shield from Skyrim.
It's
Same,
like
dude.
Yeah, me too.
it's like the description's like a full like metal shield, like well precision and balanced, and the entire most of the dwarven shield's army wield these things.
Also, my parents are gone, so I should not be getting any more feedback. I hope off my end.
All right.
Me.
So yeah,
Oh.
he's mentioned to you that like you if you want to come back for these other items, you can.
Makes sense.
Did anyone write down the pearls that you got from the
I
farmer?
think
Pick up
no,
as luckily.
Nope still has those. I'm pretty sure, and the
Jesus,
diamonds.
Gnome has Jesus. Does Gnome have everything?
Yes.
So
This is a dangerous thing.
Like I
I think
swear,
we.
like nobody gets. It's only Gnome that ever gets anything because Gnome just
Because
takes
no
everything.
No
Sorry. I'll try to not hoard everything. I apologize.
Well, it's your
Bruh.
character, so I
Really a
don't have to
goblin.
apologize
It
for it.
definitely fit. No, it fits your character. I'm just saying. Like I'm just realizing now. Like, god damn, you take everything.
Yeah, you haven't actually marked it down in your inventory.
Oh, I should probably do that.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
If you
Just
go,
the-
if you
it
go to
depends on what it
inventory,
is.
manage inventory, then look up either diamond or pearls. Pearls you can just straight up add to your inventory. They're already at the right cost. The
I think you can do it
diamonds,
with diamonds too.
when you inspected it, you think they're worth at least 150 each. And I think there was, how many did I say there was?
3?
3.
3, I think.
How many pearls did Gnome get?
3 as well.
Okay, and then 3 diamonds, correct?
Yeah. Those were on the wagon that the were going from the
Fun
report
fact,
to
how
the
do you spell
focal.
diamond?
DIA,
DIA.
and that should come up.
DIA.
If you just do
Oh,
DIA.
haha, found it. I found it. Shh.
You'll
found
have to readjust the
Triple G?
price because it's
Yeah, that's
How?
a lot.
How do I do that?
once it's in your inventory. If you click on it, you can customize,
Customize.
and then there's a
What's
cost
this?
override.
3 diamonds, correct?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna add that to my backpack. And then go to your backpack, and then look at the. Oh, we're gonna customize. Cost override is what?
150 for the diamonds.
Okay, so then there you go. If you want, you can check my inventory to see if that is correct. Maybe.
Okay. Also, Dalen, technically the shield doesn't count as a attunement, but the
Is
way
it?
I have made the shield work, you have to attune it to it to get the bonus
Oh,
AC.
I see. That's
So
fine.
yeah, for now, I'll probably make it so you can just have an extra attunement slot later on. But for now, that's how I do it. So if the shield runs out of its charges, then it. Why does it only have 4 charges? I think I messed something up. Anyways, yeah, once it runs out of charges, just unattune it so the AC automatically goes away.
Yeah, sure thing.
Let me check your inventory now. Make sure that's all correct. Yep, those 3 and the pearls. Oh yeah, you don't have to add them all individually. You can just add 3.
I realized that after I put the diamonds in, I put the pearls in before, but
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's all good.
I'm stubborn. I'm not changing it.
So, Dalen, you take this nicely precise and balanced shield with you, made out of metal, and you head to Asden brings the other weapons back to where he got them, and you head back to the tavern. I'm assuming, or not the inn. Head back to the inn.
Yeah.
All right.
Before they go, kind of like after hearing the price of the spear, kind of like Sylvie just kind of like turns her head with a sigh, looking away, just kind of like she can't afford that. What would the daggers be?
The daggers would. They'd probably be 125 gold.
All right, thank you.
Ah,
She
you're
kind of
very
does like a
welcome.
small little. She's like a kind of like half salute on the side, off the side of her head before she kind of like turns out to go back towards the inn.
Asden kind of gives a curious look and just kind of looks like takes his head and just waves it. Okay. Have a good evening, all. And he is going to go back to his finishing off the rest of his evening work. All right, Hiccup and Gnome, you head back to the inn. What do you like to do once you've arrived?
At the inn,
Um,
correct?
Hmm?
Uh,
Sorry?
We're at the inn,
Yeah, you're at
correct?
the inn.
Okay. Gnome's just gonna go back to his room with his box of iron.
All right, you just head straight back to your room. You put your box of iron down, and Hiccup, what are you doing?
I think I'm just gonna like chill in like the lobby area, wait for the others to come back.
All right, just the open front.
Yeah.
All right, you're just chilling around. You kind of look around. There's like a small table with a few chairs, and then the desk that Uthin was behind when you first met him. There is a couple bells off to the side. Um,
Mm.
and that's pretty much all there is. Pretty basic room. Um, you don't wait too long. It's probably about 5-10 minutes, and then you hear the footsteps of Dalen and B come in.
Mm. Hello?
Do I like?
You're right there. You know you see them come in.
All right. Sorry.
All good.
Just staring at him. Just staring at him.
Yeah, I stare you down for a solid, minute straight, and then say howdy.
You doing okay, little bro?
Yeah, I'm all right. I got the, most important object probably in the entire universe in my backpack right now.
I should have never introduced you to turkey.
Got
Um,
a new shield.
huh?
I got a new shield. We got it as a
Sweet.
reward for clearing out the wolves.
Ugh, it's really nothing compared to the crock pot, though. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Alright, I see how it is.
Man, the bird's got his priorities straight.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Yes, he does.
And then I think I'm just gonna like head up to the room.
Okay. Don't forget. You want me to add it to your inventory, or
I already did.
oh, you did? Perfect. I didn't update your page then. There we go. All right. Are y'all heading to bed right away, or is there anything else y'all want to do?
No, I'll head to bed.
Gnome's
Yeah,
in the
he just
corner.
heads to sleep.
Oh, sorry. Multiple people
I'm
talking at
gonna
once. Let's go with them first.
With who?
No, no first.
Oh, he. Uh, Gnome is sitting in the corner of the room, his back against his box, making sure nobody tries to steal it. And he's just gonna sleep that way.
All right.
He's very uncomfortably.
Okay.
Truman is an interesting creature.
And nobody knows what Gnome is. He says he's a halfling. They know he's not. I, I,
uh,
I
um,
yeah.
B, what were you planning on doing?
B just kind of like, I forget. B doesn't sleep, but
Right.
B just kind of like sits down on the floor and kind of just like leaning up against her bed, just kind of like starts to go in just kind of like starts to go into like a meditative state.
All right. And Amelia, did you say you were wanting to do something?
I'm gonna wait until Dalen's asleep, and then I'm gonna search for the journal and the amulet.
You're in two separate rooms, right?
Technically, I only paid for one. I'm pretty sure.
The gold would have Do you
pay for
do you
both.
still have
I
the gold
mean,
on you, or do you like put it on the counter?
I put it on the counter.
Okay, then okay, but yeah, you've paid for both rooms. Both rooms are paid for.
Well, then I guess I'm just gonna sneak into the room and try and find the stuff.
All right, so everyone's kind of after a long day of dealing with the gauntlets, getting to deal with the wolves coming back, and all that hassle. You've gone into the bed, gone to sleep pretty early in the day. There's no need for a night watch. You're in town. There's other people that are looking after that. Later in the evening, towards midnight, Amelia, you would you wish to try to sneak in and before you do that, Dalen, where would you have? Oh wait, actually, yeah, message me where you would have your uh book and amulet.
Alright, okay.
Uh, Amelia, do what you would like to do.
Alright, so I'm gonna sneak into the room and I'm gonna just, since I didn't find it in his bag, I'm gonna start like searching around his armor to see if it's like a hidden compartment or something.
All right,
Hopefully
first,
try not to wake him up.
yeah, first make a stealth check to leave and enter the room.
Give it a second, it's being slow. There it goes.
About to tell you you're it.
Ooh.
Oh no.
All right.
Come on,
B,
everything
make
is
a
so
perception
now.
check.
Me?
Yes, you.
Me.
Make that perception check.
Don't find out. You need to go back to sleep.
I don't know about that. Boop. Maybe. Yeah, I think I must still sleep. I'm a 9. Depends on what he rolls for stealth.
8.
An 8. So you
Barely.
you kind of hear something, but you're kind of in your trance and you're not really sure. But you kind of hear a little motion of something, and that's pretty much all you kind of get out of that.
I must fail this so much.
You get out of your own room now, and you've come towards the other room.
Another stealth.
Make another stealth check going into their room.
Armchairs out
Please
there.
be better than the last one.
Concrete out there.
Don't be better.
12?
12. All right.
That's better?
All three of you guys make perception checks.
No.
Gnome and Hiccup also
An
make perception.
18!
Wait, who? Gnome.
Yeah, Gnome and Hiccup, you also make perception checks. Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
15.
15.
All of you hear as Amelia kind of is like tiptoes through the hallway. One of the boards kind of you're like, ah, and you come up to the door and you kind of start to slowly open it, and or also like kind of opens up, and everyone's like, ah, you hear this little screech come in your ear. All three of you notice the door has slightly ajar open.
Taylor kind of grips his sword and kind of sits up. Who's there?
It's just me.
He kind of puts the sword down. Why are you outside our room?
Did you have a nightmare and came to snuggle with your hubby?
Stop talking, gnome.
Nobody cares, Dalen.
No, did not. I
I
need
sense
to
a
borrow
disturbance in the
something.
force.
What did you need to borrow?
Snack box.
I need to borrow your holy symbol in your book.
Why?
Reasons.
I don't
Make
like
a
when
persuasion check with disadvantage.
Bruh. Hit him with reasons.
Hit him with the reasons.
I'm gonna get a natural 1 for this.
I really
Yep.
hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too.
That's a 4. What the
fail.
7. Yeah, that's not very convincing. Dalen, you can do whatever you want with that information.
Why don't you actually give me the real reason you need my prayer book and my holy symbol?
I want to make a call to a certain individual.
Hiccup is gonna sit up and just be like, okay, I was following that first part. What does that mean? What are you talking about?
I want to talk to your deity.
Oh, that's it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna toss her the book and the holy symbol.
It's a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be.
Me too.
Apparently the
They
truth
would
always
If
be
you
wins.
come back
reasonable.
with the if you come back with the book or the holy symbol damaged, I hope you know your sister won't be able to save you from what comes next.
No, I'm so scared, Mr. Paladin. I'll be back in like 15 minutes.
All right.
Whatever.
What do you wish to do with this book?
I'm just gonna go out into the woods.
Oh,
and
you're
then I'm
actually
just
gonna
gonna
leave the tavern?
Yeah. No, I'm not staying in one place. You crazy?
All right. You try not to disturb anyone else in the middle of this night. You kind of make it out to town. There's not many trees around here, actually. They're near the mountains here. It's mostly just kind of like rolling hills, and the town's like kind of built on top of like a fairly large hill before going through the mountain pass. So your options for a forest are not too
Okay, well I'll
easily
just
found.
stand kind of outside of town, just not like completely outside, just like somewhere nearby.
Okay, so you kind of like go a little bit down the path, not quite as far as the barracks. The barracks is kind of like the first building to come into the town, and then you're kind of between the two.
I'm just gonna hold the holy symbol in the book and I'm just gonna be like, okay, I don't know how to do this. And she's gonna look up at the sky. God of justice or whatever, I want to make a deal.
Make a religion check with disadvantage.
I hate this. Hold on.
Bro, what is
So-
going on?
Never mind. Okay, that's just fae fiends or undead. Doesn't count to actual deities.
Yeah, no.
I thought maybe, just maybe.
I looked at that too. I was like, wait, you have advantage? Like, no.
I'm back.
All right.
It's rolling. No!
It's a natural 1, a 6.
No, it was a waste of a natural 20.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate for this time. You kind of a half-hearted kind of attempt to persuade this deity of Dalen's to make some sort of deal, but the amulet you hold doesn't seem to give off any sort of feeling in your hand, and you don't seem to have made any sort of sway in the
Alright, I'm gonna open the book and see if there's like a certain prayer or something I'm supposed to say to get this thing's attention.
L plus ratio.
Actually,
All right, make a investigation check.
Ooh. 18.
18. Dalen, what would Amelia find of interest in the book?
You would find something referring to as it's a meditative incantation that supposedly lets you speak to Tyr or hear Tyr's words of guidance.
I guess
not-
that'll work.
Yeah, I'm not gonna actually write out a prayer.
Alright, so I'm just gonna follow the instructions and do what the meditating thing tells me to do.
All right. Make a performance check with disadvantage, as this is your first time trying to do anything like this.
I already suck at performance. This is just gonna.
It's gonna be warm enough, right?
11. They were both 10s.
11. You begin this kind of meditation. You kind of, for a moment, feel like maybe there's something to this, but it quickly fades, and at this time, you feel like there's no connection.
I know I said 15 minutes. I'm just gonna keep trying until something happens because she's just so fed up right now.
All right, you take another 15 minutes. Um, you you can try the meditation again with disadvantage again.
Yeah, what is that? Performance?
Yep.
Come on. Okay, that's better. 14?
14. Um, for a moment, you have this amulet in your hand. It kind of gives off a bit of a warmth and a radiance to it. So you feel this, and you know that there's some sort of uh, connection made, but you don't really get any sense of anything besides just the presence.
That's all I need. And she's gonna speak out calmly this time, not insulting, not mean. Tyr, if you can hear me, I need to make a deal with you. I'm tired of being the one dragging the team down, and I want to be strong like the paladin. Please grant me a boon, and I'll follow whatever order you have.
All right, make a religion check.
Ooh, 15.
15. 1 second. As you say these words, you kind of start to feel the presence grow, and you hear sort of. I'm not exactly sure how this functions, so I'm just gonna say you hear like a slight voice in your head uh speak to you as you sincerely spoke to this deity. uh Phelan?
Mm-hmm. This is Ethra.
Oh.
Huh?
I am the living justice, many refer to as Tyr. I can grant your wish for power, strength, but I don't hand out boons, not to any thief who can properly take a prayer book. although you did not steal, I have yet to see your talents and your loyalty to my cause.
I haven't had
Show
a
me
chance to prove myself for that.
Show me that, and I might consider lending you an item or a boon.
Look, there is something I want to get justice for, but I don't have the strength to do it. And Dalen has spoken highly of you and your purpose. I just don't want to hold them back anymore.
As I stated before, I can't simply hand out boons to any person that manages to find a prayer book.
Then what do you
Uh,
expect me to do?
There are other ways to grow stronger besides praying to a god. As for your lack of strength, you must earn that strength yourself. That is not something I can give you.
At this point, the presence that you felt begins to fade away, and you feel like at this point you may, at some point down the road, find maybe a way to gain Tyr's favor, but at this point, it seems Tyr is reluctant to help you in your cause.
After he's gone, I'm just gonna mutter under my breath, jerk.
All right. Anything else you would like to do?
I'm just gonna put the stuff back in the journal and walk back to the tavern in a really pissy mood.
All right. You head back to the tavern in the dead of night. Try again to be very quiet, not to disturb any of the townsfolk. You manage to get Dalen's stuff back to him and head back to bed. Um, with that, is anyone else doing something during the night, or is everyone just going to sleep through the rest of the night?
Sleep.
Sleep.
Sleep, sleep.
Sleep. Also, what happened to B?
Vanished.
Did B's internet cut out completely, or?
We needed to go eat, so they're gonna be right back.
Oh, okay. All right. Then with that, the next morning comes without too much other interruptions. You hear some birds
Mm,
in the on
long
top of the
rest.
roof chirping. You all get a full night's rest. You can get a long rest in.
Yeah.
With that, you have the day ahead of you. What would you like to do?
Hmm.
You have
I'm
the
gonna.
Oh,
He returns.
Mm.
You have
Sorry.
still the blacksmith. If you find the coins to pay him, you can still have the weapons. You can talk to Largith still about the reward from Tarlin, and I'm not sure if there's anything else you would like to do in town.
hmm.
Did I miss anything?
I'm just gonna hang out by the cart. Wait for
Amelia
everybody
got
to do
denied by
their
a god.
thing. Shut up.
Amelia tried to get a blessing from Dalen deity and was denied.
I wanted to make a deal so he can be my patron, but he's being a jerk.
You tried to contact a deity on your first attempt and tried to get a boon immediately.
I'm not a very patient woman.
Sounds like a skill issue, to be honest.
Shut up.
Yeah, kinda does.
You shut up too.
I like to keep my mouth open.
Mm.
That sounded gross.
I did not mean for that to happen, but I'm still gonna keep it because it's a funny joke either way.
Dalen's also
stupid.
gonna sit by the cart.
What was it? Sorry.
That's the
Dalen's
one
also
trying to
gonna
get
go
a boon
sit by
from a
the cart.
god. Immediately.
I'm sorry. I'm still missed that, Dalen. You're going to the cart.
Dalen's gonna go chill by the cart.
Okay, going to the cart. As you head out the tavern early in the morning, Uthin is behind the counter, and he waves you. Morning, lads. I hope you had
Morning,
a good night's rest.
Yeah, pretty well.
Your horses are still well fed and watered, so
Thank you.
you all have a good
Are the
day.
horses are the horses with the cart right now?
The horses are with the cart, yeah.
And no one's making his way over to the horses and just petting them. Just like, oh, how you doing, little guys? He says as he's 3 feet tall, talking to horses.
Do you know how stupidly ironic that is?
Pretty funny.
I
I'm saying that
did
in
not
character.
realize.
The horses kind of just like turn their faces to you and just go back to munching their hay and their grass on the ground. What's everyone else doing? Galen and Noam are at the cart.
I'm at the cart too.
Oh, you're at the cart too. And Amelia. And what's Hiccup and B doing?
Hiccup.
Party members down.
Kirsten,
The bad internet.
what are you doing?
I still have no idea what's going on. So Celebi is just also near the court. Okay. Near the cart. Kind of just like back to normal. All the gleefulness, like kind of jokester from yesterday is gone. She's kind of like laying up against the cart with her eyes closed, just listening.
Right? And Hiccup? Is Hiccup here?
Hiccup. We lost our resident bird.
No. He was my favorite.
No!
I think he's having Discord issues. There he goes.
Oh, there we go.
Hello?
Can you all hear me now?
Yay, there we can hear
Yes.
He was the one I was gonna leave everything in my will towards.
Hey, all right. Yeah, I responded earlier. I guess I don't know what.
Yeah, it looks
what
like
was going on.
yeah, Discord issues.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go back to the cart as well. Don't really know what else to do.
All right.
So are we gonna head out then?
Did we get the reward?
The reward's gonna be in the town that we originally left from, that gnome stupidly
But
stole
did
the
we-
rapier from.
Are you
Wait,
gonna
did
hold
we
that
get
over his head forever?
Absolutely.
the notice that says we finished the job? Obviously, we finished the job, but we need to bring back something to prove that
I thought you were
how
carrying a
people are
wolf
saying.
carcass earlier.
No, I grabbed the tooth.
I
She
meant-
didn't grab the carcass.
I meant written proof from the townspeople saying, they did this, they finished the job.
You have not gotten as mentioning this, you have not gotten the
I'll
note
go
from
to it.
Largith to give to Tarlin back at Falkland.
I'll come too.
No,
I'll
just stay by the
go.
cart.
I'll come.
No.
I don't need to be babysat. I can do this on my own.
Okay, I'm choosing.
I
I'm
simply want to
voluntarily
go.
choosing to come with you.
Whatever.
She
So
just kind of rolls her eyes, just kind of like being like, and kind of whispers slightly, drama queen.
Mhm.
So 3 of you are going to Largith?
Yes.
Okay. The 3 of you head off, leaving Hiccup and Gnome at the cart with all your supplies.
We really shouldn't be leaving them alone.
Yeah, I'm realizing that now. It might have been a mistake.
I really need to give like Gnome a bag of holding and just see how much Gnome puts into it by like
No,
6
we'll steal
sessions
the
in.
entire place.
Yeah, the wagon's
I
gone.
love
It's
how
in the bag of holding.
I love how after you've stolen the rapier, now all of a sudden that's become like one of the main things you do is like you've just like what can I steal next?
What can my grubby hands get onto? All right.
You got away with one crime.
It got to his poor head.
All right. So the 3 of you make it to the general store. You find Largith behind his reliable desk again. Seem to be busy at work once again, just crunching numbers and making sure things are looked after and orderly, taken care of.
Hi there. We were gonna start heading out of town, but we need a notice from someone saying that we did the job.
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot to give you guys that notice. Here, one second. And he has a little rolled up slip with his signet put onto some wax, and he quickly hands it to you. Yes, there you go. If you give that to Tarlin, he'll give you the rest of the reward money.
Good. And thank you for letting us help.
Yes, no problem. Were you able to find something from Asden from the blacksmith that will help you along your travels?
Yes, we did. He kind of holds up his shield proudly.
Oh, very nice. Sure,
You
you'll
guys
find
went
that.
to the blacksmith and got something without
Yeah.
consulting everyone else
Yeah,
You didn't want to come with us.
because we had a room.
that sounds like a you
Yeah.
problem, to be honest.
It does kind of.
You both are infuriating. She's just gonna push past both of them. Harshly, might I add.
Largith is a little bit okay, put back. Is like, well, you might want to make sure everyone has an opportunity to see if they want anything from the blacksmith before you leave town. But I'll leave that,
I'm
guys,
fine with
up to
this.
you. I'm not sure how your venturing party functions, but I'll
I
bid
will
you a good
admit I
day.
forgot about
Chaotically.
Yeah,
Clearly, we make our own Before we leave, Amelia just kind of turns and looks back at the two. Clearly, we make our own decisions.
I did suggest that we wait, but
Save it
They
for the
had
judge.
shield. They had shield. I wanted shield. Now I have shield.
she kind of
Congratulations.
B kind of just like points her arm towards Dale, like saying, like, "See what I mean?"
Congratulations. You are now 10 times clankier than you were before.
It's a pretty clanky shield.
Both the other items were put at a discount at half price for 150 gold pieces each.
Did you oh, and Largith, before you actually completely head out, Largith says, oh yeah, I have you said you mentioned you wanted the bells to hold on. I have a pair of 2 if you are still wanting to have those bells.
Amelia kind of looks over. How much were they?
Well, there were 10 I think 5 gold a piece, so 10 for the pair, but you've helped me out a bunch. So let's say just 2 gold for each, so 4 gold for the pair.
B takes 4 gold out of her pouch and just places it on the counter and takes the bells.
Okay. May they serve you well. And he hands you the 2 bells.
Thank you, and may hopefully your mind once again serve you well. Oh, I should mention, when we went in there, it turns out the direwolves may have collapsed a bit of the mine that you had going down. You might need to find a way to clear it up.
Yeah, that's unfortunate to hear. I was hoping they wouldn't damage anything too badly in there, but them's the breaks, I suppose. I'll let the men know, and we'll get it hopefully repaired within the day. Thank you for letting me know.
Alright, Of course. I would have forgotten. Good thing I remembered. You mentioned the mind again.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do?
Nope.
All right. You head back to the cart, or you want to head back to the blacksmith?
I'm going back to the cart.
All right.
I will also go back to the cart.
Yep. Back to the cart. But B also hands one of the bells to Amelia, since I think Amelia was
I'm
the one who showed
not
interest.
taking it.
Who did you want to give them to then?
I'm not saying that in character. I'm not taking the bell.
Yeah, well, Celebi would be asking that anyway, even if Amelia's not taking the bell, because Amelia was the one who's like, the bells would be useful, and
Just do what you see fit. That's what you do anyway, isn't it?
Damn.
Why are you so upset all of a sudden?
Oh, shut up.
Okay, ouch. Seriously, someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Bite me, Paladin.
Only if you want me to.
She doesn't even do anything to that. She doesn't flinch, nothing. She just glares at you.
It
Okay.
should be.
Yikes, tough crowd.
I don't necessarily have. You're more. You're the one who wanted to get the pills. Not that they aren't useful, but you
Yeah,
seem to
you
have
paid for
had a
them, so
better
they're
idea.
your bells.
What did you say? Oh, that's for me. I didn't hear what you said. Can you please repeat it?
I said, yeah, and you're the one who paid for them, so they're your bells. You decide what you want to do with them. Come on, you're a grown-up, aren't you?
Okay.
I'm just saying, since you
Why are
seem to have had an idea about why that maybe you could have, that since you had an idea that I'd allow you to do it. Since you seem to have
didn't-
had a plan.
And since
to
when do
them.
my plans work out?
I was gonna kind of interject. Okay. I think that's enough, you guys.
You just
Seriously,
kind of like. Oh, sorry. Please continue
like,
on.
he's kind of like looks over at B. Let's just go back to the cart. He's
We kind
upset.
of like just kind of grips onto the. I'm sorry.
Go
There's
ahead,
so
go ahead.
on my end, it's always belated, like because there's like a silence in between on my end, but then you start speaking immediately when I start to speak. It's just like,
No, just go ahead. It's fine.
no, you go ahead. I'm sorry. I
Let's just
keep
go back to the
interrupting you.
cart. She's clearly upset. Give her some time.
He kind of like, just kind of like grips, kind of maybe a bit harshly on one of the bells, and she looks slightly hurt, and she just kind of like go ahead and like speeds walk ahead of both Amelia.
All right.
Nope, she cut out.
I think she's going to speed walk to the cart, but so the three of you kind of head back to the cart. Do you inform the other party members of the Largith's generosity?
B will kind of like mumble it to them as she kind of like hands one of the bells to Hiccup, and she kind of just like before she kind of goes to go into the cart, she kind of hands one of the other bell to Dalen before she goes into the cart.
Hmm?
I'm ringing the bell.
Did you say you're breaking the bell?
I'm ringing it.
Oh, ringing it. Okay. As you ring the bell, you notice that your own bell doesn't make much noise, but the other bell that Dalen's holding gives off a soft tune.
Huh.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyone just starts ringing his bell.
It again, same sort of thing. It doesn't make much noise at all, and then but Hiccup's the one in his hand is now giving off a soft tune.
Dalen and Hiccup are just sitting there laughing in unison.
Precisely, dude. That's sweet.
Amelia's just kind of hooking up the horse, making sure the horses are all hooked up, and then she's gonna get into the driver's spot.
All right. Sorry, did B mention that she mentioned something to Gnome and Hiccup about the blacksmith,
Yeah,
or
she'll
no?
just kind of like mumbling to them as she's like handing the bill to Hiccup, just like the blacksmith has 2 items for half price for 150 gold, a pair of daggers and a spear. If either of you are interested to going to the blacksmith before we leave to buy them, before she, then gives the bill to Dale and then gets in the cart, just kind of
Okay.
quietly.
Okay. So
Well, are they like cool? Are they cool knives? Like,
I suppose.
I might be interested, honestly. You said how much? 150?
Yeah, 150.
the
Cool.
daggers you recall is 125 for the pair.
Oh, 120.
5. Okay, never mind. How much gold do you have, Hiccup?
103, or a bit more, but
Ooh, I was gonna say I'll give you 15 gold if you want to get them.
maybe I can. I kind of want to go check them out.
All right. Gnome, are you also going to check out with this information?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. Do you bring any of your
He's
valuables with you?
he's keeping the box at the cart. His lovely box of iron. He is bringing his backpack though,
Okay.
because he's got his gyms.
All right. So, Gnome, Hiccup, and is Dalen going, or
Yeah, sure, I'll go with them. Why not?
okay? And B, do you wish to join, or are you going to help Amelia with the wet cart?
She'll stay and help with the cart.
Okay. So as Amelia and B prepare the cart for traveling back to Falkland, the three of you quickly trot up the hill again to the blacksmith. You see at this time the smoke coming out of the. There's 2 smithies running at this point, and it seems that they have started to melt down the iron that you brought the previous night and starting to refine it to get some sort of usable material out of it to continue on their business. Aston seems to be busy at one of the smithies as you approach.
Hello again.
He turns from his current task at hand. You're back again for the 3rd time.
Yep.
What can I help you with today?
My friends over here wanted to take a look at the items you said were on sale for us completing that quest.
Yes. He kind of mutters under his breath, that Largith, and goes around the wall, brings out the pair of daggers and the spear.
Ooh. Hiccup's gonna hop down, probably trip a little bit, but we're good. I'm eyeing the daggers. Are they special? Like, what do they look like?
These daggers are sharpened to an unusually sharp point, and they have been polished to almost reflect like a mirror. They are very shiny.
Damn.
Gnome's also eyeing these.
All right.
He
You have
That's
a rapier.
sweet, not gonna lie.
Gnome lost his dagger, though.
And
Remember?
whose fault is that?
Fair enough.
As you look at the spear is looks like it's quite a bit heftier than a regular spear, and its tip is like the shape of a diamond, and its hardened metal is dark black in its appearance, and its shaft is a bit thicker than a regular spear, so it looks like a pretty sturdy piece of equipment.
I'm gonna ask him how much the knives are.
For you, little fella, and that's saying a lot coming from me, is 125 gold at the behest of our generous foreman.
You know, that's crazy. Because the thing is, like, I don't really have exactly that much. You know, would you be willing to take it down a notch?
Well,
How
were
about
you planning
100?
on trading in your currently used weapons?
I mean, if you want them, I Pickup pulls out his daggers. They're pretty garbage. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
he kind
want
of reels back in a little bit of disgust. He's like, ooh. Well,
like they're not even sharp. Like, just straight up, they're just like sheets of metal.
Or dull.
They're
well,
dull.
we could probably
Like, can I
smelt it down and reforge them into slightly better versions of themselves. For the material itself, I can probably give you 5 gold a piece for each.
I like roll to haggle? I
Go for it.
Sweet. What is that? What would that be? Persuasion?
What are you attempting to persuade him?
To take the price of the shiny daggers down to like 100, right?
All right.
How much?
Well,
How much
make
do
your
you have?
argument.
Well, first off, mine are in pretty bad shape. I've been using them for basically my entire life, right? Secondly, me and my crew just save the economy of your town. Uh, Casually. And thirdly, those are freaking sweet knives. And as a compliment to you, I would like to purchase them. What?
All right.
You should have
Make a
said it.
persuasion check.
You should have said as a knife connoisseur.
Oh, I should have said that.
A knife
Yes.
connoisseur with
16.
like the worst looking knives he has on his person. Doesn't.
Absolutely, that's the joke.
Yeah. Let me see. He, he kind of says, "Well, look, these are already like we pride ourselves on making quality equipment here, like, and Largeth has already demanded that they be half price for you guys. Getting it lower, look, maybe I can shave off another 5 gold, 120 for the pair of them, but they're already really cheap."
Damn.
Oh, we can do that. Hiccup, I'll give you my 15 gold, and then give him your old daggers.
Okay.
You should have
Easy.
enough.
Sweet.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you. I'll just hand Hiccup the 15 gold.
And so that would give me 5, 6, 7, 8, 118 gold pieces. And I'm just gonna, like, throw in bridge daggers on top of that, I guess.
Okay.
So that would be another 10 gold because of the daggers being 5 apiece. So you'd have 128.
Yeah, you'd have. You only need 7 pieces of gold from Dalen.
Hmm? Oh, okay.
You scrounge up your gold coins, and Asden hands you these pair of daggers. Gnome, what would you like to do?
Mom's gonna ask about that spear, dog.
How much
Well, that
money was
spear
that?
is 3 times your size.
Okay, and
Amelia's
No.
not there. She has no input.
I know.
Gnome's got the intelligence of 10 and a wisdom of 8. My guy, he's not very smart. Uh, it's like how much is the sphere by chance?
150 gold.
Hmm, fun. Uh, tell me, would you like to buy some uh uh wait, what's in his bag?
The pearls you got from the farmer dwarf.
Right. Would you happen to you said 150, right?
The pearls are 100 each.
No, the spear.
Oh, the spear's 150. Yeah.
Would you happen to like to buy a pearl from me by chance? And he digs in his bag and pulls out one of the pearls, showing it off, and trying to get like the best lighting angle just to really sell it, I guess.
All right, make a persuasion check.
Yahoo! Persuasion. Ooh, 15.
15. And how much are you wanting to sell them off for?
Just their base, just the 100.
Okay. He kind of like reaches out with his hand. May I have a look?
Of course. And he plops the little pearl in his hand.
He kind of like takes the pearl, brings it up to his eye, has a quick look, and then kind of like does a slight tink on the countertop. All right, well, I don't mind dealing with this instead of gold. Do you wish to exchange your pearls for the spear?
Uh, yeah. He'll exchange 2 of the pearls,
All right.
Oh,
leaving.
Okay.
Well,
Um.
actually, no. Gnome is gonna exchange one of the pearls and pay the rest with gold because he's got 57 gold on him. That makes the total.
All right. Okay. So you give him the one pearl and the 50 gold, and he hands you the other spear, or the last weapon there. And he's like, "Well, I hope you appreciate Largith's business he's putting me through to give you all these for such a." He kind of mutters under his breath, ridiculous price. But hopefully they serve you well, and at the very least, perhaps you'll come back for actual full business that I can actually keep myself afloat here for a while. So I may change the name of the spear, but for now you can add the spear of superiority to your inventory.
the spear of
Oh my
spiritual.
God.
Yes.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
I thought it was so funny.
Okay,
It was gonna be
spear
the spear of
superiority.
superiority, but then I was like, I don't know how the
What
superior.
does this do? Hold on, I gotta
This
see
is
what this thing
Ram
does.
thought in a nutshell.
I thought it was hilarious, and once I thought of it, I was like, I have to name it this. If you guys want to change the name, you can change the name, but
No.
and
not,
then
not on your life.
the spear superiority.
Oh my god.
And Hiccup, you can add
Wow.
2 Razor's Edge to your inventory.
Damn, those sound cool as hell.
Sorry, your shield is kind of boring in comparison.
It's alright. Hey, I needed a new shield anyway.
Well, the thing is with shields and like AC just seems so incredibly powerful. Just like
Ooh.
increasing it by so much. So I'm just like, oh, whoops! I should have actually not given you the spear right away, but it's whatever. It's fine.
'Cause I'm reading this thing and ooh.
What's so powerful with the spear?
You're supposed to attune to it before we find out what it does, but whatever. Okay, don't tell anyone else,
Sorry.
please.
I won't. I was just reading it, was all. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually have 2 like kind of questions, comments, sort of deals.
Mhm.
1, how much money was that? And 2, like, I don't need 2.
Um.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
Like, could I have just like bought one? I figured they were like, I might not be reading it right, but is it like, I figured there were two for a reason or something, or they're like connected somehow. But like, from what I understand reading the description, they aren't.
I mean, you can just give the other one to somebody else.
If
Yeah, I
you
was
want to
thinking
just
that.
like pay for half, you can and just do it with like just 60 gold.
Okay.
I wasn't quite sure like how to. I didn't want to make an individual dagger insane, so I kind of just made like a slightly better version of a +1 dagger, and then gave two whoever wanted to buy it. But if you want to just like save your gold, you can 100% do that.
Alrighty, sweet.
So only 60 gold you're spending on that one.
Swag.
Swag.
So for gnome for the spear, if you're planning on using it, wait, do you actually have? What is your?
Given that gnome is a barbarian, I'd assume that they definitely do have proficiency in spear.
Oh,
Martial
martial.
weapons and
Oh
simple.
yeah. Yeah.
Is a spear a martial weapon?
It's a simple
Uh,
weapon.
Spear's a
yeah,
simple weapon.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's a simple.
Okay, then yeah. For now you're not attuned to it. Yeah. So for now you you just have it in your inventory. You're not currently attuned to it.
Play. Okay.
Largith, oh not Largith, Asden mentions to Hiccup when he hands you the dagger that he says those daggers are helpful to find. They've been imbued with some location magic, so you need some sort of way to attach to these daggers. So something on your from your body to make a connection with these daggers will probably help you to find them later on.
What does that mean?
Um, we'll just say an essence of your person.
Bro,
Do
bleed
I
on
have to
your
like?
bro, bleed on your daggers real quick.
I was gonna spin on it. Like,
All
Can birds spit?
yeah,
I
probably.
think so.
Probably.
I mean, they can certainly regurgitate, so I'd imagine
Yeah.
they could.
Please do regurgitate on the daggers.
Regurgitate a piece of jerky.
Just lick the dagger, bro.
Or you could sneeze on it.
That too.
All right, what are you
I could
planning
just
on
like,
doing with the dagger?
I'm gonna like tie a couple feathers to it.
Tie a couple of okay. Um, you as you're kind of like doing this and like I'm assuming all of you guys are now like kind of walking back towards the cart as you have finished your business. You kind of like tie these few feathers to it. It seems over time parts of the feathers are kind of melding to the blade.
Sweet.
Interesting.
And is anyone else doing anything else?
Nope. Not me.
All right. The three of you make it back to the. Oh, actually, Amelia and B. Is there anything you want to do while they're off at the blacksmith, or do you just want to silently prepare the wagon and cart?
He doesn't talk.
I wasn't gonna say anything either.
All right. You silently, the pair of you, kind of get the horses hooked up and prepared to go on your way. All the stuff is put in place in the wagon where it won't fall out or be overly disturbed on your travel. The three of them return from the blacksmith with their new equipment and slightly lighter money pouches.
Sylvie would kind of like glance at Gnome with the spear before she kind of like before she kind of like just goes right when she's done helping set up the wagon. She goes straight. She just quickly just kind of goes back into the wagon and just like leaves them to do their own devices as she just kind of goes into the wagon pretty much immediately after finishing.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna do something, but I forgot about it.
All right. It's gonna be hard to take that away from Gnome's Rest, but you've eyed it. Anything else you guys want to do before you head out of town?
No, not gonna think of anything.
All right. Then you guys, who's wanting to handle
I'm
the
driving.
horses? Oh, you're driving. Okay. So
I will have Galen
Is-
sit up front.
you want Dylan to sit up front as well?
Yep.
All right.
Gnome is sitting angrily upset that he can't drive the horses.
He's holding on to too many things. Holding on to his
He has too many
spear, his
things.
backpack, his
It's like
rapier,
my horses.
and the box, and then he's complaining about not having the horses. All right. Amelia on the reins gets the horses to start trotting down the road back towards Falkland. Let me quickly see. It's still pretty early on in the day. You slowly go down the winding path that led up to the town, going down the hill. Luckily, your previous encounter coming into town with wolves, you no longer have any concern about a reappearance of them. The day is pretty nice, though. You kind of off in the way distance, kind of see some dark clouds brewing off towards the direction you're headed. And all right. Anything you want to do
Bad
while
weather
you're?
encounter.
Hmm?
Said, ooh, bad weather encounter.
At this point, it's pretty far off the distance. You can just kind of see it, like on the horizon, kind of dark clouds. Anything you guys want to do while you're going on your journey back to Falkland on the wagon?
Oh, I'm drained. My spells aren't loading.
Is there something one of the spells you want to use?
No, I meant to prepare one more spell and like change it because it's a new day. I could change my spells that I chose.
Right.
But my thing's not loading.
All right. As you continue on down this trail, on for a few hours, not much is seeming to disturb the decent day you find yourselves in. There is, however, as you go along the trail, just an old man just traveling along the trail just seems to be wandering around, heading towards Ridgend or the city of Freeport. Is there anything you want to do while you passing by?
Despite her sour mood, Amelia's gonna look over. Where are you headed?
The man quickly stops and looks up. He's like, I'm not really headed anywhere. Just wandering around. Don't really have a place to go or the place I came from. Just traveling.
It's fair. You sure you don't want to live somewhere?
No. Though I am a man that is intrigued by unusual sayings. Anyone want to partake in a riddle, perhaps?
I'll partake in a riddle.
Dude, I'll also partake in a riddle.
All right.
Gnomes come out of the slumps and is here for the riddles.
Okay, 1 second.
Hiccup is gonna get up and like
Spirit is
lean
pulling
over.
up riddlesdoc.exe.
How do you know?
Because I
And
would do the same thing.
Okay, who spoke up
and
first?
Me, I did.
Dalen did, yeah.
Okay. What's that? The man has a smile and he's just like, very well, young man. What are 2 things you can never eat for breakfast?
2 things you can never eat for breakfast.
Can I answer?
If you want to,
So-
yeah.
Can I like lunch and dinner? Easy.
He says, very good.
Oh shit! I didn't even think of that.
I was
That was the
honestly
first thing
about
that came to mind.
name actual food.
I was like actually going over breakfast foods in my head.
Bro.
Like, hold on.
He
They're
smiles.
riddles. They're not supposed to be.
Yeah. This old man smiles at this young bird and he says, very good, very good. Anyone else want to do another riddle?
Hold on.
Me, the little guy here.
All right. He
Riddle.
says, what has hands and a face but can't hold anything or smile?
Oh, a clock.
Yes, very good.
Hey.
Did you guys?
that
Did
was
you?
no, that was my like genuine response. Just like, oh, clock.
Very good.
Some of these are like I've heard them.
Probably,
Before?
yeah.
That's honestly
Amelia's gonna
hilarious. 'Cause
pipe. Amelia's gonna pipe up. Give me your best one.
Ooh,
The
Ooh.
hardest riddle.
Okay.
the most challenging riddle alive.
What can you break even if you never pick it up or touch it?
A heart.
That might be a answer, but not the one I'm looking for.
Oh, okay. It was what may break.
What can you break even if you never pick it up or touch it?
can anybody answer it or?
Oh,
Can I answer again?
silence.
Yeah, I was gonna say silence.
Sorry, still no.
Seriously?
Ooh.
Damn. Okay.
Is it what? Is it somebody's spirit?
Nope.
No.
Hmm.
Hey, if you want, you can answer again.
A promise?
Very good. Hopefully, you
Hmm.
don't break many in your lives. And with that, he says,
Those 2 brain cells finally rubbed together.
Let's go.
with that, the man says, I enjoyed our conversation. You seem all very much liking the astute conversations. Well, I'll bid you all safe travels, and may you continue to find things that bring you joy. And he continues on his way.
Absolutely.
That was a nice guy.
Gnome,
Wasn't
Dalen,
suspicious at
and
all.
Hiccup, you get inspiration for answering his
Let's
riddles.
go.
Mine was a
Crazy.
good answer. Mine was a really good answer.
It was a good answer.
Let's get it.
My guess for promise was after silence. I was like, I was really thinking about it. I was like, huh.
Yeah. I don't know. That one was more difficult because like all the riddles that I've heard, breaking something, it's typically something that, obviously can't really be literally broken.
I mean, technically,
So,
you can like physically touch the heart and break it by like stabbing
If
it.
you just,
But
I
like,
mean, I was
yeah, I know what you mean. So like, yeah,
Remove the heart from the human body.
yeah. So like, it was a solid answer. It was a solid answer.
Gnome's little
confident in that too.
a clock. Gnome's little a clock was literally me figuring that out because I'm horrible at riddles. I was just like, oh, that's what it is. Ha 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 ha. I'm proud of myself.
It's probably pretty easy to like define the riddles I'm using, so like I was like really concerned people would start like googling it.
Dude,
Oh,
I
no,
love riddles.
So
I love riddles. I'm just bad at them.
Oh no. Gnome's response was way too quick to even think it was possible to look it up. Like it was just like, oh, immediately, oh.
I was like, wow, that was really fast. Well,
I don't know why a clock was the first thing, but hands and face. The first image that came to mind was the clock from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
No.
God, why would you bring that up?
Oh.
I don't know what that
Oh, the
is,
clock
so I seem
when
to
you
be
said
joyfully
hand.
unaware.
Ever look it up?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's horrid.
It's horrifying,
not
but
Is
okay,
it?
okay. Back to the.
You can use your eyes for so many better things than watching that.
Did Daylight just get up from his chair and leave? I hear him for like across his room.
I'm on the other side of my counter getting an iced tea from a box. Don't mind me.
Are you in your
Dude, it sounds like
kitchen?
he's in a cave. What the hell?
Here, I'll just turn my computer around. Jesus. Told you, I'm on the other side of the counter.
All right, so you
Jesus,
guys
man.
had a pleasant conversation with this traveling man.
I
You
bet it's another leprechaun.
it didn't seem to be any sort of trickery going on. This seemed to be a pleasant man looking for some individuals that will indulge him in his fondness of riddles. You continue on your way undisturbed, and you make it back to the campsite that you previously found this wagon. It is at this point probably around 4 or 5 in the evening.
I guess we'll stop here.
Anything anyone wants to do before they set up for a watch?
I'm gonna go hunting because I need to blow off steam. I'm still mad that the god was being a jerk.
Damon's gonna stay out.
I wanna tell a riddle. I'm in a riddling mood.
He's become the Riddler.
Yes.
Riddle me this.
Riddle me this. Riddle me that.
Alright, tell me a riddle, Hiccup.
This one I was told by. Ooh, I forgot who told me, but I, of course, remember what they said. And then he mimics exactly what he says, and it's. I remember the riddle, but I don't remember the exact wording. Give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, here it is. Okay, Jesus Christ. A man goes into a restaurant on the sea coast. The restaurant advertises that it has a beautiful view of the ocean over the cliffs. The man goes inside and sits down. When he's offered the menu, he sees that they offer albatross soup, and he orders it. When the soup comes, he takes one bite and puts down the spoon. He then leaves the restaurant and goes out to his wagon without paying. He gets into his wagon and drives off the cliff into the ocean below, killing himself instantly. Why did he drive off the cliff?
Bro, what?
That went in about several right and left turns that I didn't see coming. I don't know how to respond.
It came back with a new bat every time we weren't prepared for.
That riddle actually, like out of character, was told to me like at like church camp, and it was the
Church camp?
yes, it was to date
As someone
the
who's
hardest
been
riddle.
to church camp, that sounds like church camp.
Oh yeah, it totally sounds like church camp. I have so many church camps, but that was to date the hardest riddle I've ever heard.
I don't know if.
I have no idea even to like. Well, I'm not really the person you're telling it to, but like I have.
You know what? I'm just gonna say bad soup. The soup was so
Good soup.
bad. The soup was so awful.
In a way,
It was just the straw that broke the camel's back.
potentially. But yeah, that riddle is honestly kind of BS. The answer on this website is genuinely like an
Hold on.
entire paragraph.
Oh my
Is it
goodness.
because
And you
it's
have to like,
actually seafood?
huh?
Is it because the soup isn't actually seafood? Because albatross is a kind
No,
of bird.
it's because you have to just infer from the fact that it's on the like sea coast that he was a sailor and shipwrecked and ate quote unquote albatross soup before, but it was actually human flesh. And so he went to the restaurant and ate it.
Wha-
He realized he ate human flesh and then ends his own life. It's an honestly
I
BS
beg
riddle.
your pardon?
What?
I just
What kind
Yeah.
of
looked it
riddle
up.
is that?
I know.
I
That's
just
no.
not
looked
a
up.
riddle, that's a
It's
short story,
true.
bro.
Yeah, how the heck are you ever supposed to figure that out?
Precisely.
There's no way,
I'm
bro.
not.
There's no way. You know what? I actually got one before Amelia goes something. She's gonna turn back to him. Alright, if you're in the mood for riddles, how about this one? There are 3 doors in front of you. One contains a room with lions that haven't eaten in 2 weeks.
I've heard this
One-
one.
One contains a room filled with lightning. The other one contains fire. Which room will you go in and survive?
Were you asking
Uh.
that too? Because I know the answer to this one.
I'm
I
gonna ask it to
also
Hiccup.
know. Okay.
What?
Why is my Pinterest being weird today?
Jacob, did you hear the riddle?
I did. I didn't hear what was said afterwards.
Which room would you go in and survive?
Well, I'm not sure how you could have lightning in a room.
Magic.
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 So
The lion.
the lion should be dead, though. And if not, I would kill them.
If not, they'd be malnourished as all hell.
Yeah.
The lions would be dead. Nothing can survive eating, but out of 2 weeks.
I have a decent riddle.
Go for
What
it.
grows taller than the trees touching the skies, but never needs to grow?
Lightning.
What?
What is taller than the trees touching the sky, but doesn't need to grow?
Mountain?
Whoever said mountain is correct.
You're it.
Sorry.
God.
God has spoken.
God has spoken.
You're it.
So sorry.
Here?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh,
It hurts to laugh.
a mysterious sixth voice comes out of nowhere. Mountain.
It's the Fallout mysterious stranger.
Oh. It just occurred to me and just blurted it out. Oh my goodness.
I mean, you got it. Props to you, dog.
Oh my goodness.
Heard that one from Lord of the Rings.
Nice. I forgot about that one. Oh my gosh.
It's from The Hobbit, I think.
Yeah, because there was a battle between
Yeah,
Gollum
Bilbo
and Bilbo. They had like a rhyme off. I should have grabbed my book and read off of that.
That's where I got mine from.
Do you have the book?
I don't have the book, but I remember that scene bar for bar.
Hold on, I have my book. I want to read one of them if I can remember the page number.
Okay, we should probably continue with the task.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's probably gonna get pretty late, pretty fast here. So, who's taking first watch?
Yeah.
I'll take first watch.
Who's taking second watch?
I'll do second.
Third,
Gnome's grabbing third.
fourth, and fifth.
I'll take fifth watch.
B is fourth. All right. Um. Dalen, what are you doing on your watch?
Alan's kind of just walking the perimeter. He's trying to make sure that there's nothing dangerous getting too close to the camp. And he's kind of becoming a little tune.
All right, make a perception check.
Aye, aye. Perception. There it is. Oh! Why do I try?
That's so
Why do I
loud.
try?
That's so incredibly loud.
Was that in that one?
Bad.
You are so sure that nothing could sneak up on you, but there's these interesting looking bugs crawling across the ground that you can't just seem to keep your attention away. Maybe they're something delicious for Lucius to eat. You're not quite sure.
Yes. And I feed them to Lucius.
These bugs don't seem to go very fast, so you seem to be able to get them no problem.
Just trying to pick them up, open up Lucius's enclosure, and just drop them in for him.
All right. The Lucius seems to be first undeterred and then does one quick hop over towards their direction and sucks them in with his tongue. He seems to be enjoying those critters very much.
Yes.
All right. Your watch comes to an uneventful end. Hiccup, what would you like to do for your watch?
I'm gonna sit on the cart and, look out, but also think about riddles.
All right. Make a perception check.
Blue. One. If it would load. There we go. All right. Perception. Jesus.
As you're contemplating more riddles, your mind kind of wanders and you're looking up at the stars and you don't hear anything on your watch, but you don't seem to be overly observant, though your watch does come to an uneventful end and nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Awesome.
No, what are you doing for during your watch?
Can he during his watch, can he attune to that spear he got?
Um,
Or is that just like doing a rest thing?
you can attempt to attune to it.
Yeah, he'll attempt to attune to his third item.
All right. Um, make an Arcana check, or no, sorry, making a Arcana.
Arcana. Yahoo! Let's see, a 7.
7. During your watch, you attempt to attune to it, but you don't seem to make any sort of progress with this weapon. You surmise there is probably a different way you must attune to it other than focus.
He kind of just shrugs and puts it down next to him and starts fiddling on his lute, but keeping an eye out for thingamabobs out in the spooky forest or wherever they are.
All right, make a perception check.
Perception. Yeah, no, that's a 4.
You softly play your flute, some nice rhythms, but you don't seem to hear or notice anything other besides the soft music your instrument makes. Though, luckily, uneventfully, nothing happens during your watch. It is peaceful couple hours. B, what would you like to do during your watch?
Nothing really, just like looking. She's kind of, Just kind of looking around, making sure nothing's coming up on them.
Okay. Make a perception check. Also, while B is rolling the perception, how late is everyone okay to stay up for today?
I could stay up pretty late.
Pretty late.
Literally
Rather
all
not.
nighter.
My laptop, for some reason, my network adapter isn't working. I need to fix that, and I'm not gonna be able to really pay attention.
Okay. Do you want me to roll the perception
I
for
can-
you?
Plus, I haven't eaten.
Child.
Don't.
I can with it
21.
being
You keep a watchful eye out. You see nothing out of the ordinary. You are sure that there is currently nothing in your vicinity.
with it being Christmas Eve, I can probably only go for 30 to another hour, maybe.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind then. All right. B, your watch comes to once again another peaceful, uneventful couple hours as the previous watches were. Amelia, what are you doing during your watch?
She's just gonna stare at the fire and just listen, see if she can hear anything.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Of course. 7.
You intently look into this fire. Flames dance with the breeze, and as the wood burns, you just hear a few crackling of the wood and twigs. Not much else, and there's no extra noise around you that concerns you. Your watch comes to an uneventful end. All right. The dawn of the new day approaches. You're made it through the night with a long rest. Um, Anything you like to do before you continue heading on your way?
No.
All right. Then you collect all your belongings that you might be sleeping on and bring them back on the wagon. Amelia, do you take the reins again?
Yeah.
All right. You continue on your way after collecting your stuff to the wagon. The dark clouds you saw previously have kind of loomed slightly closer, though where you currently are is still nice and sunny. As you continue on your way to um, Falkland, the town slowly comes into view as you get closer to the bridge that crosses over the river. More and more trees and the flat plains that are more common in this part of the continent proceed to become more and more prominent. You go across the bridge without any hassle. Nothing else seems to disturb your journeys towards the city of Falkland. You probably arrive towards the front gate by little afternoon.
Before they actually enter the city, Amelia's gonna turn back around. Can we just make one thing clear? No more stealing weapons. And we're all gonna stick together.
Deal. Yeah, I mean, not sure why that was a, PSA to the whole group, but clear.
All right.
He just kind of nods her head.
And was just kind of silently listening.
Holmes making no eye contact. He's just like, yep, totally, yep.
Don't make me put you on a leash.
I will bite you again.
Bite me again, and I'll wring your little neck.
Dude, no comment. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy out of context, dog.
Yeah, just use these clips in court. All right. You come back to the town of Falkland. You see this cloud, kind of this dark clouds that you saw previously, are kind of looming not quite over the town, but in the inlet of where the sea kind of cuts into this continent. There doesn't seem to be too much worry or danger that it will cause much damage, but there is these dark storm clouds kind of just hovering in this large section of the inlet of the ocean. As you kind of go through the opening gate of the walls, there's a bit of commotion happening in front of you. There seems to be a broken down wagon, and there is a bit of smoke off in the distance near the harbor that you can all see.
Damn.
Galen is going to. He kind of sees the commotion, so he silently just kind of gets up from the wagon and starts making his way over.
All right. Before you do,
Hiccup is gonna follow.
okay, you Hiccup and Dalen are going to make your way over to the cart, the broken down one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Before you do, I think I'm actually going to call the session here for now, and because I'm actually getting fairly tired myself today, so
Yeah.
how's everyone looking for perhaps Monday?
Monday sounds great.
Monday, I'll update you guys. I might be doing something with my IRL friends.
I
But
don't
if
know.
not, I will definitely be able for Monday.
I'll have to check if I've got work that day or not, but yeah, I should be able to.
All right.
Yeah.
Then
I'm
we'll
probably free.
yeah, keep me posted. We can kind of catch up on like the week and a half that we didn't have any sessions going. But with that, this session comes to another close. Thanks for joining me again.
Yeah.
Woo.
Problem.
Rum.